Folks, welcome to the episode 21, the first drinking episode of Cushion.
Hell yeah,
Glad it was funny.
baby!
Yeah. Woo!
I got my foul ass Bacardi Black.
I got some of Ryan Reynolds' gin, since he doesn't sponsor us. I'm not saying I'll say the name. Aviation gin. And
Do not buy it. He doesn't sponsor us.
Yeah, buy it when he sponsors us.
I have a beer which is named after an old video game from the arcades. I'm going to lie and say that it's called Asteroids IPA. It's pretty good.
Is it called Burger Time IPA?
Absolutely, you got me. Damn,
Yeah.
don't buy it though.
I'm gonna be making some
Flavored
fucking
with
rum and
burger.
cokes. Let me actually go ahead and get some
Flavored.
pouring ASMR going. Oh yeah, listen to this.
So, folks, this is episode. Oh, wait.
It didn't pick
Yes.
up. That
It
sucks.
picked up a tiny bit.
It picked up a little.
Well, if you need to, I can send you my recording because that's recording like full audio,
Well-
no noise suppression.
Oh, we got it a little there. Yeah,
I got half a shot poured. I'm saving it for at least a tiny bit so I can remember what I need to do in a second.
Yeah, understandable.
We are front loading this episode.
Yeah.
Mentioning there is a giveaway happening, I believe, with
Yeah,
the Cushy Dreams.
Cushy Dreams, our
You know,
wonderful friends at
What
Cushy
a perfect
Dreams.
what a perfect episode to do a weed giveaway. Episode 21. We're drinking, we're giving away weed. Welcome everybody.
Yeah. Look, Cushy
This
Dreams
is the best episode ever.
is doing a giveaway. Any orders starting from now with the code LOUD25 will get you a chance to win a package including 2 CBD Dream and Relax full gram pre-rolls, 2 Delta 8 full gram pre-rolls, and a 2 half gram 5-pack pre-rolls. All of them are really good.
Yeah, they're all great.
I
If
can
you get
attest.
the Dream full gram pre-roll, good shit.
You do get some Cushy Dreams.
Shit, what was it called? I have the box.
Yes.
I think we got energy.
I think we got
For
some
the half
energy.
grams?
Yeah.
Energy for the half grams are really good.
Honestly,
That hits the spot.
you know, this is if you win, it's already on top of what you've purchased. And again, every time you use that code, you get another chance to win.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that is.
So buy product.
Yes.
I consume weed, your product.
Look,
Straight
again,
up, like, hey,
Cushy
listen,
Dreams is good shit.
we don't have an amazing amount of viewers. If you enter in, you have a good chance of winning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
For real.
the odds are high in your favor. But
yeah.
you know, if you keep buying more, you might fuck over someone else. So if you're spiteful,
Yeah.
I mean,
If you're spiteful or if you want to win, either one.
yeah, exactly. You know what? Double whammy. If you do want to win and you're a little spiteful, you just made someone else lose. There you go. That's
Yeah, honestly,
Way to
that's
think
the
about it.
real win. That's the
Yeah.
real win right there.
Hell yeah.
exactly.
So
Yeah.
go to cushydreams.com, pick out whatever you want. If you go a little bit over, don't worry about it because our code LOUD25. Now I know there's some confusion amongst you people.
Oh,
Yes.
There's some confusion on how to spell this very simple word. I'm not
spell it.
making this up, by the way.
wait, really?
I'll tell you all about it later.
Huh.
Holy
It's
shit.
LOUD25. That's LOUD25, and you'll get 25% off of your order if you enter it in at checkout.
Yes.
And you get a chance to win $100 in product.
I mean, Cushy
Oh,
Dreams has a
good
ton of
stuff.
great product.
It's
You're
chilled
getting a
product.
lot more, and it's good
this
stuff.
this was the stuff that kind of convinced you guys that this was the real deal.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, I mean, honestly, if you spend, $75, you've got free shipping there.
And if you spend $75, also you get an extra 25. You can fill that up a little bit more.
Oh,
You
yeah.
get $100 of product for $75, and then you have a chance of winning another $100.
Hey.
Oh, that's good stuff.
Hell yeah.
With that, folks, we will go on to the rest of the episode. So yeah, I'm about to down my first shot here.
Let's take a sip of my third rum and coke for the day. Ooh, starting early.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Pre-gaming.
Oh, Jesus.
fuck.
I said it before,
Man.
but this tastes like a pirate ship in the worst way possible.
Yeah.
I enjoy a rum and coke too until I realize that it's like, you get like pretty much a full can of Coke or something, and you drink it so fast because it doesn't seem like you're just drinking a Coke or like you're drinking booze. It's like a weird mix. You drink it kind of fast, and you go through like 3 cans of Coke in like an hour or two.
The booze lessens the carbonation of the soda, so you're not like, ooh, I'm drinking a lot of soda.
Yeah.
And then the soda lessens the burn of the booze.
Yeah.
So you're
it's very
not
dangerous.
like, ooh, I'm drinking a lot of soda.
That's bad for you in many ways.
So
definitely.
Patron guys, we might not have a thumbnail for this. Have you been including the thumbnails with the Patreon?
I have been.
I remember that.
Nice.
The only one I don't think I did was the first one I put up there because I couldn't get it to fucking work properly. Oh, the Silent Hill one didn't put on there. But.
Y'all might have to ride this one out without a thumbnail because if I'm too sloshed to I'm starting to feel it already. Nice. If I'm too
you've had a couple
riggedy wrecked to do the thumbnail, then I'm
Don't
doing
worry,
that shit Wednesday.
I can put something together in MS Paint. It'll be fine.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Hey, we got I'll give it a day.
Yeah.
I'll just take the last thumbnail and I'll draw something else over it and be like, episode 21.
Just put like fake PNGs of all the booze that we're drinking.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Or just
Actually,
and cover over the logos, obviously.
So what is the first point of discussion today, gentlemen?
We talk about
do we want to go? Yeah, there's that, and there's also Chris Chan coming back.
Oh yeah, I've put that out of my head mentally.
What do we want to talk about first? Because Sniperwolf probably going to take a little while.
I did Sniperwolf all day on stream.
Yes, so probably want to not talk about that.
We can
At
get
least
to
for
it.
now.
Yeah.
So yeah, Chris Chan is back.
Chris Chan has returned to the internet.
Prepare for stupid. Make it lucid.
Yeah, Well, we also got to talk about the entire Chris has a girlfriend now.
Yeah.
Who seems like a normal adult woman.
No. She looks like a young girl.
Well yeah, but outside
according to him,
yeah,
she's supposedly in her 30s. Or she is 30 or something.
I admittedly, I have seen some 30-year-old women who do look like they're fucking like 14.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I could see it, but
it's the worst thing possible for a 30-year-old woman.
It is just funny that, like, wow, Chris, good job. You finally found one, and she looks like your daughter.
I forgot what her name was.
People are calling her Egg, I think. But he called her... Oh God! Yeah,
it was like Sparkle or something.
It was something. Oh yeah, it was based
something on the level of Sparkle.
It was based on a pony thing. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think
Flutter.
It was
Flutter.
Flutter. Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah. That one is so. I don't know where that came from, but
yeah, I don't know. So straight up, I think it would be really fun to get to get a Chris Chan interview on this show.
I mean, I would be entirely down for it.
Oh hell yeah!
I've been told that if that happened, we would get inundated with weens and stuff.
Oh yeah, we would get the most annoying fucking people would be in our comments. It would be, admittedly, it'd be hilarious, but
yeah, that's true. Yeah, I'd be down for it. We can all try to
if we do it, I'd want to be all respectful with it, you know.
Yeah,
make it like an actual interview. Make it an actual interview and not just like, so, did you or did you not fuck your mother? No. Answer the question.
I mean, admittedly, it'd be hard not to, though.
So, Chris, what position did you fuck your mother?
I feel like, you know, obviously we'd have to ask. Yeah. However, you know, if you know, Chris ain't comfortable with it, whatever.
Yeah.
Just move on to the next one. I really want to know what Chris Chan's favorite Pokemon generation is.
You mentioned that. I have some Sonic questions because we haven't heard much about Sonic from him. Well, maybe on Twitter or something, but like since, you know, Blue Arms Gate or whatever, he hasn't talked too much about actual Sonic games. I would love to sit him down and be like, so what's your thoughts on Forces?
I mean, I would actually be kind of intrigued on thought about Frontiers, you know.
Yeah.
Or
the new one.
That's I think it is one. Oh, no, it's Superstars.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which, as I remember, I saw a comment on the Good Vibes Gaming video about it that said, well, it sure feels like a Sonic game made by the people that made Yoshi's New Island.
I mean,
All
Which
right. Yeah.
is a little bit unfortunate, but I played a little of it. It looks good at least. I don't know. It seems like a fun game.
Yeah. It has that same kind of vibe going for it that Mario Wonder has, where it just looks like the old art style brought forward, like in a
Yeah.
way that isn't just here's the old art style again, and more like,
Yeah.
hey, we modernized it a bit, but it's not, it's fundamentally the same.
Yeah, Mario Wonder's interesting. I saw also from Good Vibes Gaming had a video about that, about how the character models are like really it's 3D technically, but they're really fucked up, kind of like
Yeah, it's like Link Between Worlds.
Link Between Worlds, right, where it's at like a weird angle, so it only looks right from that one angle. But if you look at it from a slightly different angle, then Mario's face looks like he had a fucking stroke. It's crazy.
It looks like he got punched by a boxer and his nose is broken.
Dislocated
does.
face, yes.
I will actually say, if you're following Game Explain, that's any of you and any of the listeners,
Yeah.
stop doing that. Because
boy.
Good Vibes Gaming exists solely because Game Explain does not fucking pay the people who write their articles.
Oh no.
That doesn't
So-
shock me.
I
Yeah,
didn't
fuck
realize.
you, Andre Seegers. John's the king.
Oh,
Mamma mia.
Andre's that fucking guy that sounded like he was in fucking remedial class. I remember it. Yeah, that
Kinda,
guy's voice
yeah.
always annoyed me. John was always the one I liked on there. So yeah.
Good
no,
evening,
that's
John
why I-
here. John
Yes.
here, and I'm here to
Remedial
talk
class.
about this excellent new thing that I found in Zelda Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah, he just does weird little videos that are sometimes like news, but sometimes it'll just be here's a thing from an old
Yeah,
Wii game or something.
He
you
did
know?
a thing recently playing basically every Doctor Who game. And it
I
was
love
great.
that video. It was great. Yeah.
Oh, excuse me.
The beer.
You
The
guys are
booze
gonna
is
get a
hitting
lot
us.
more of that.
Yeah. Speaking of Mario Wonder, I will say now that it's actually out, I haven't played too much more of it. Since it, I've never played it before it came out or anything, but now that it's actually out, I really like what I've played of it. It has like you'll walk into a level and it'll just be a race level or something, like just weird little things that you don't necessarily expect from a 2D Mario. A lot of people look at it and they're like, "This is like new Super Mario Brothers again." But it's like, no, it's just
That's
a
dumb.
side scroll. Yeah, every
Yeah,
level
the-
has a lot of really interesting stuff going on, and
Yeah, like the levels are not the exact same thing over and over again.
Well, Good Vibes Gaming had a good video that like was directly comparing them and was like, well, the old game, you would walk up like Mario U, New Super Mario U, you would walk up to a Goomba and they would just walk into you, but now they'll like actually do like a bite animation. And they'll like get scared when you stomp on a Goomba next to them. So there's a lot of little details, and like Mario's animations look better. And then just like even before the wonder effects where the level gets all it's like a full game based around touch fuzzy get dizzy. It's kind of great.
Hello, guys. Did you know that sometime Mario eat a mushroom?
He eat the drug.
And then sometimes mushroom be a drug. Ho ho ho, be fun.
Mario's out there fiending.
He's using fire poppy flowers,
It suddenly
no, this
becomes
one-
that fucking mission from Far Cry 3 and starts playing Skrillex.
Oh
in
good god.
Mario.
That would be a good level in Mario Wonder, yeah.
Hey,
Um,
I'd be down for it.
Yeah, but even before the like Wonder Seed stuff, the levels that you'll get into will just already be like kind of an interesting gimmick or something, an interesting theme, or a new enemy or something. There's a lot of new stuff in that game. There's like stuff where it's like this is clearly kind of a Goomba or kind of a Koopa Troopa, but like it's just a weird new version. It looks different, and that's fun.
funky.
I like that.
New funky mode.
Yeah, and meanwhile, Sonic Superstars is apparently not as good, but it's like okay, it's pretty good apparently, but like apparently it's got like fucking 13 levels or something that are all like 5 minutes each, which is a lot for a Sonic game, and it gets kind of repetitive.
Yeah.
That's what I've heard. The bosses are apparently really unfair. I played a little of the game, and I can attest to that a little because I played as Knuckles. I got to the first boss, and it was like I think it was a boss. It was like a big set piece, giant fish. And every time I 10 tries or something, I would just like run forward a little. There's a part where the ground falls out from under you if you don't know that it's going to happen. And then when that happens, he like rushes across the screen and just killed me every time. I had no idea what to do. I assume it was my fault, but I'm just like, wow, that's the first kind of boss encounter in this Sonic game for babies. And apparently it only gets harder, and the bosses are like, you have to wait around for them to do a move so that you can hit them, that kind of bullshit, which is
Zelda boss
it's the worst
syndrome.
thing in a Sonic game. Like you don't
Yeah,
want
that
that.
sounds
Yeah,
like a
with
pain in the
with
ass.
with Zelda, it's like fine, you come to expect it. With Sonic, you don't do that, man. With any side scroller, maybe besides like the ones inspired by fucking like Castlevania and Metroid, maybe.
I mean, there's like a really the one example, the one exception is in Sonic Adventure. The I think it's the Egg Viper, the final boss, the get a load of this boss, which is one where you have to wait for Eggman to like do a thing so you can homing attack to him. But it's like a really cinematic, fun fight, so it kind of doesn't matter, and the music is nice, and you're listening to him say "get a load of this" every 2 seconds.
Yeah, and
So
also it's
it's fine.
still like a different type of game, you know?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
3D
Like Sonic
Sonic thing, it's a
Adventure
little
isn't
different.
Yeah, Sonic Adventure really isn't the same as Sonic 2 on the
No.
Genesis.
But even then, like Sonic Adventure 2, I really liked some of the like the first boss you get in that game, the fighter fighter mech guy.
Yeah.
You just like homing attack him a few times and he's dead. You don't have to wait for any openings or anything. It's like all about play, like how the player approaches it. And yeah, apparently that's not really the case in this new game. So, but it's
Yeah.
also like better. It's like better than Sonic 4, but not as good as Mania, that kind of thing, you know?
All
Yeah.
right.
So, I don't know.
I
I'll
feel
take
that.
it.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna pick it up on
That's
a
rough.
sale.
Yeah, it's like full price game, you know.
Yeah, which hey,
I
if you want to transition into a full price game, we could talk about Spider-Man.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say I just
Yeah,
bought Spider-Man for like $110 or some shit Canadian.
Yeah.
that's going a bit beyond full price.
Well, that's
But
with tax and everything, yeah.
Yep.
dear viewers, I regret to inform you that I had been lied to on the internet earlier this week.
Oh yeah,
That's
it
true.
was kind of funny.
You
Yeah,
were
so
told that
I
the
saw
game
a
was
tweet.
like mid, right?
I had
Holy
the
shit.
scores I was seeing, it was below mid, but it was like a bunch of outlets, and like some of which were very well known. Even CNN got in on it. One of them was the hard drive, but like I've seen the hard drive do reviews before, so
Yeah,
a
not
little weird, but
entirely like
yeah.
impossible.
The Metacritic was like 30 something, and I was like, yeah, the state of modern gaming. That with the state of modern gaming, that checks out.
Oh,
Yeah.
Turns
motherfucker.
out I was wrong. It is incredibly well acclaimed, with the
Yeah.
exception of one guy complaining about soda cans.
One guy who is apparently a lifelong Microsoft shill, by the way.
Yeah,
Yep.
his bio has like Xbox fans unite or something like that in
He
it.
has a picture of I believe his name is Kame from Lost Odyssey as his profile picture, and he says
Oh yeah.
Xbox fans and video games contents only. Like my avatar, I'm somewhat immortal. Cool guy
Uh,
glasses.
oh
Hashtag power your
no.
dreams Xbox logo. And
Oy,
yeah,
oy, oy, oy.
he's upset that the fidelity mode in Spider-Man original there's a can and it looks a little bit more like a can, and then in Spider-Man 2 the can is like lower poly count, it looks a little bit more like
Yeah,
angular, but it's like it also, the game also has like two entire new city districts.
yeah. It's denser. It looks nicer. I think I'm fine with it. It's not like a game where like Yakuza, where you're going into the store and looking at all the like all of the like asameshi and cool soda. You know, you're not going into the store and looking at products like that. You're like that can appears when you like knock over trash cans.
Yeah, it's a very very minor thing. I mean, I remember when the first game came out, everybody was shitting their pants over like I guess the trailer had like a puddle that looked better than it.
Oh yeah, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and even at the time, people were like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" I mean, it's worth noting that as we point out this one idiot user, um, like everybody in the comments on this tweet is just like, not a soul cares, not, and this is important because. Oh
Exactly.
damn! I
Yeah.
was looking forward to the high poly soda can models. Might as well not even play it.
God,
You know?
honestly, me too, man.
Yeah, I don't
What a
know.
fucking joke.
I've been playing the game. Bane, you've been playing it.
I've been playing a lot of it yet. It's pretty good.
Sadly, I have no PlayStation, so I cannot.
Yeah, it's. I mean, I don't know. At some point, it'll probably come to PC. I don't know. Did you play the first one, Tristan?
No,
Ah.
it's on my list, but you know, my PC is a funny cringe, so
You could probably run it at least on like low or something, but I feel you. Like
probably.
I've been playing Baldur's Gate 3 and even though I could probably have less slowdown and stutter and shit if I tried to not run it at high or ultra settings, I'm like most of the time it runs fine. So the principle of the thing will not make me turn this down to low. Fuck that. I want it to look nice. So yeah, you don't want a game that's like, nice looking game and have to like play it at 640 by 480 or some shit. The first game was pretty famously like the best Spider-Man game, basically.
Yeah.
Um, which there's some argument about because like the swinging is better in Web of Shadows, and I don't know, there's some other stuff that other games do better. I really like the Neversoft Spider-Man in the first movie game and the way that
The
they're like
first, yeah, the
the
first
way that
movie game
they're
is like a lot of people overlook it, which understandable. Spider-Man 2 was more like a fully featured game,
yeah.
but to use a silly stupid meme, the first one made you feel like Spider-Man, you know? You
The
know?
first
Yeah.
one, as somebody who grew up with that game and loves it deeply, the first Spider-Man movie game is kind of not very good at all, actually, but it's fun though. It's really fun, and they put a lot of effort in, and you get to play as the Green Goblin and everything.
That
And
one that was so fun.
there's
Finding that out.
there's like a bunch of fucking like weird stealth levels and shit in that game though. I almost finished it a year ago, and I was like, it was the closest I ever got, and I was like, wow, this just gets really dumb with like you have to sneak through Oscorp for like 3 levels in a row. And I don't know. But
Yeah.
the first game was cool. I like that and the old Neversoft one, like the N64 PlayStation one, because they were linear Spider-Man games, and I don't think that that's people are always like, "Oh, I love the open world," and that's great, but like I really like when it is like a focused Spider-Man adventure. He's got to chase
Yeah.
Venom through the sewers or whatever the
A
fuck, you
lot
know?
of a lot of people like I understand liking non-linear games more than linear games because you have the freedom to do stuff and stuff, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
like there is there's always going to be a place for a linear game, a really well-structured linear game. Like
Yeah.
I remember talking to someone, and I'm sorry, Dean, I'm gonna out you a little bit here. It was like in high school, and he was like, "Yeah, I don't really like linear games. All non-linear games are
Oh
just
God.
better." And I was like, "Half-Life 2," and he was like, "Shut up."
Huh, huh. Well, yeah, I mean that's one of the things I liked about Spider-Man PS4, the original. So far this one too, is that it has what you would probably consider. I mean, they're AAA modern game parts, which are kind of like quick time events or whatever, but it still has what you would consider like a linear Spider-Man level or whatever. Like you got to
Yeah,
go chase this guy through the city, that kind of thing, and you fail if you let him get away. Like that kind of thing is present, but it's within the open world. I think
yeah,
Spider-Man is one where like I really get it when people do prefer the open world because it's Spider-Man. Like, I guess, yeah, you would want to swing around, right? That is I can't deny that's better than like the N64 game where you can shoot webs into the sky and like kind of swing just so that you can get across to a different building or
yeah.
whatever. But like, I don't know. By the way, oh yeah, by the way, fucking shout outs to the original Spider-Man 2 video game, which
Yes.
is no,
Yeah.
not the movie game.
The
Spider-Man 2 Enter
PS2.
PS1.
Electro
Oh
on the
yeah.
PlayStation.
Do you remember
Yeah.
how they had to delay it because of 9/11?
9/11, yeah.
Yup.
The whole thing
I
was
didn't
gonna
know that.
end on like the World Trade Center or something, so they had to
Oh
fucking
no.
delay that.
Yeah.
It's
Oh no.
it's basically it's a weird game because nobody really knows about it because the fucking other Spider-Man game, the Neversoft one, came out on like everything. There was a Game Boy, demake kind of thing. There was a Dreamcast. There was a PC version. The PlayStation sequel was only on PlayStation. It was apparently like not quite as good, but like it's the same engine. It's like a different developer. It has like Wolverine and Beast in there and stuff. There's some cool stuff in there. It's a cool
Yeah.
game. But also the main Spider-Man 2 game, of course, is the movie one. The
Yeah.
the famous movie
The one everyone
Spider-Man
knows.
2. Yeah.
If I
Which was the
flip these pizzas, Mr. Z's gonna flip out.
that was the first one that had open world stuff, and that was such a huge selling point at the time. Like, you can go anywhere in the city. I remember the ad was like, if you see it, you can go there.
Yeah.
And that game actually did kind of deliver on that because I'm pretty sure no other Spider-Man game has had more of the city. Even the new one has more districts now, but like it had like the little tiny industrial islands between the main islands, you know?
Yeah, well, this
And
this one has them. You just kind of have to purposely stop on them. It's
okay. All right.
yeah.
Well, does the new one have I haven't seen, does it have the Statue of Liberty?
It does.
Okay. Yeah, cuz that was always fun fucking the PS2 game, the Spider-Man 2 had like Ellis Island or whatever, and it had there was a whole segment with Mysterio where you had to like get across the fucking water fighting his like robot guys. Yeah, the PS2 one's great. The fucking Mysterio boss fight where you punch him in the face and he
Yeah,
just
that was
instantly
so
dies.
fun.
He has like 5
It was
health bars
great.
and you just hit him once and he's dead.
And they all just slowly go up, and then you're like, oh god, this is gonna suck. You punch him once and he's out of it.
He's crying like a baby. It's wonderful, you know.
I will
It's
say,
great.
Spider-Man 2 is definitely the first open world one, but you can also roam around the full city map in the first one. It's just you're not really going to be accomplishing much other than just swinging around and
Yeah,
finding
Yeah.
there's a few
secrets.
things. There's like the one of the first levels has the lady on the rooftop who lost her purse,
Yeah,
and Spider-Man's like, "So you're doing a rooftop tour of
yeah.
the rooftops of New York?" Yes. And you lost your purse? Yes. All right, I'll do what I can. And Tobey Maguire did not want to be there, neither did Kirsten Dunst. I think Willem Dafoe kind of gave an effort because he's Willem Dafoe.
Also, one of the things about the Spider-Man 1 and 2 movie games,
Yes.
motherfucking Bruce Campbell as the tutorial narrator.
I was
Yep.
always so fond of that. Yeah, he was great. That's probably one of the best. Like, I'm not usually a fan of like person telling you what to do tutorials, but when it's Bruce Campbell being
Yeah, Bruce Campbell's
snarky,
always the exception.
it's great. Yeah. I didn't even know who he was as a kid. As a kid, I thought he was Norm Macdonald who voiced the fucking deaf character from Family Guy. Because he is
9/11.
kind of a similar voice, and I thought,
A
no,
bit,
that's
yeah.
Death from Family Guy. No, it's fucking Bruce Campbell, and he was just in this movie game. Also, the Spider-Man 3 movie game, which
Yeah.
is
I never
really
played that
not,
one.
it's not good. And
It's rough.
it has one of the funniest QTEs ever where you fail to, I'm sure everybody's seen it. You fail to like swing to save a person. You have to stop a bomb from exploding or something. Instead, what happens if you fail it? Spider-Man just fucking eats shit and falls on his face.
And
And
the
then it
woman's just like, oh god,
oh
I'm gonna
no!
die.
And then it zooms out and like the whole building explodes. Yeah. But I remember Spider-Man 3 is it's like a weirdly it was like a weirdly very finicky game where like you had to do very specific button stuff that was really annoying. But what was really noticeable about it, the third mission that I came in contact with in the game was a mission where a group of women were rioting and Spider-Man just had to punch them all in the face. Like that was actually like the one of the first few things in the game. It was like a gang of punk ladies, and you just have to go beat them all to shit. And
Nice.
it's just wonderful. I've never seen there's the lack of self-awareness there. That's you don't see that in Spider-Man 2 2023. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
But you do have sign language, so there you go.
Oh, man.
So
Yes.
there's a couple things I want to get to because we did kind of just talk about Sniper Wolf for most of last time, and there's a little bit of news.
A little bit. Not too much.
Unfortunately, little, yes.
Yeah, like if you ignore like the big pressing thing that's happening in the world right now, there actually isn't really that much going on besides Sniper Wolf. And hey, here's Chris Chan. Ooh, isn't that funny? Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So here's something. X Twitter fined $610,500 in Australia. In Australia first, I think, for failing to crack down on child sexual abuse material.
Oh wow, they're
Ooh.
finally doing something about that. About
Yeah,
the fact
fucking
that
finally.
one
Only
of the
took
main
how long?
one of the main social media websites is also like probably one of the easiest places to find that stuff. If you just
Yeah,
type a few words in, apparently, and boom, bing, bang, boom.
Man.
So it's Australia is doing something about it.
yeah, Australia first. So I guess it's gonna be like more places following suit soon. Hopefully.
Here's
Yeah,
fucking hoping.
I
There's
mean,
also go ahead.
well, I was just gonna say, I don't know how it comes down to like a government, fining Twitter or whatever, but yeah, hopefully that happens if Australia managed to do it.
Well,
Uh,
let's
how how
just
much
say
how much was it
600
again?
610,000 something. I already deleted the bookmark.
That's
I'm smart.
basically nothing. That's like a slap on the wrist, but
Yeah,
hey,
but still, I mean,
Twitter's
hey,
already failing, so it can't help.
we all know that your boy Elon Musk has been pictured with Ghislaine Maxwell at least on one occasion. So
Yeah.
hey,
Hell yeah.
Not the kind of person you want to have a photo of yourself of.
oh yeah.
Yeesh.
There's also here
Yes.
a little tweet from Vinny Vinesauce. Quote tweeting breaking. Epic Games lays off roughly 50% of Bandcamp amidst its sale to Songtradr.
Yeah.
Fortnite maker purchased the music platform just last year, but is now spinning it off amidst massive cost cutting.
Yeah.
Vicky, fuck,
Vicky Vine Sauce.
Vicky Vinesauce, the new Vinesauce member.
Yeah.
Yes.
Vinny Vinesauce, of course, your boy Vincent, quote tweeting saying, "Thanks, Epic. Real nice of you to buy Bandcamp, then do this not long after."
Yeah.
Of course,
A lot of people are
Vinny's
speculating why they did that, though.
Vinny's of course got many albums on Bandcamp. Yeah.
yeah. So does Joel. So does I think Mike too.
Yeah. Well, Mike's in Redvox at the very least. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he does other
Yeah.
stuff.
Probably. Yeah.
Just a
No, this
second.
is.
Praise
I
Camp.
I remember hearing that they had bought Bandcamp, and there was some idea that they were gonna put their Bandcamp stuff into fucking Fortnite or something. And no, the reality was
That
much more
is,
sinister.
yeah. That would have been stupid.
That would have been stupid, but at least they would have,
At least it
maybe
wouldn't. Yeah, it wouldn't have
done
fucked as many
something for
people over.
people. Yeah. No, this is
Uh,
pretty much what you expect. Just no security at all in this modern era.
yep. Isn't that great? So, honestly, there's not really that much else. There's also this really funny thing.
Yeah.
There is a picture floating around of supposedly
Mhm.
a Cybertruck with a ton
Yeah.
of bullet holes in the side, and they're very like small dents compared to what a bullet hole would be. Basically, said everyone's like, "Oh, hey, look at how safe this is." But
Wait,
if you
what?
Yeah.
If
I'm
you,
trying to find it real quick.
Oh, like
I'm
instead of a
copying.
huge bullet hole, it's just like slightly dented.
Yeah, here's the image.
Oh, there we go.
Ah,
Yeah, so here's
I
the
mean,
thing,
I don't
right?
know. I've seen a fucking car that has dents. Like that's kind of just what it
But
looks like if
but
you
the
shoot a
guy,
car.
well, here's the
No, no,
thing
no.
though.
There's bigger holes if you shoot a car.
Yeah,
Okay.
But
but
here's the thing. There's bigger holes if you shoot a car.
yeah, way
This
bigger.
shit looks like it got hit with a 22 LR maximum. I personally think that it was a ball peen hammer.
Huh.
Ball peen hammer being the one that's like a little mallet on one end and like a
Yeah,
ball on the other.
the typical hammer. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, let me post a picture of a
I
ball
could
peen
see.
hammer.
Also, my Discord is kind of fucking up, so I don't know if it's gonna crash in a second.
Oh
Oh
boy.
dear.
Yeah, because I tried opening the image, and now it's stuck in a loop.
Oh
So,
boy.
and it won't let me click anything
Interesting.
else. I can still hear you guys, but
I sure do love how functional Discord has been.
I might
That's
have
fun.
to refresh it. 1 second, let me see if this does
Well,
anything.
All right, just let us know. We're
All right,
here.
we are
Are we
back.
good?
Yep, hey, we had a little issue, and I had to pull up Discord on the browser because for some reason
Kristen's ball peen hammer peened up the whole recording.
that it did. Yeah,
Damn.
so I'm looking here at the Cybertruck, and yeah, it looks like somebody took a tiny hammer and just hit it a bunch of times.
Yeah, like they're like I was saying before. I don't know if you picked it up,
Yeah.
but like any kind of decent sized caliber would like it would dent that much on like a maybe 2 inch thick plate of steel.
Yeah.
Like there's no way that it's like that well armored and still like not, you know, it can still go as a car.
Yeah, I mean,
Basically, there's a very high chance that this is literally
and this is like the Cybertruck, right?
yes.
Yeah.
If this there's a high chance that if this isn't a hammer, it's like a 22, probably
Yeah,
even
'cause-
fucking 22 short.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a very strange thing to flex about your car. I guess it's like if you get in a crash, it will be more durable, but
Guys, if Tupac was in this car, he'd still be alive today. Wow.
yeah, if only Paul Walker had a Cybertruck. Are these sold now or are these coming out
these are
soon?
supposed to
I
be
don't
coming
know.
out. He's delayed this many times. They're supposed to come out 2 years ago. This was announced pre-COVID.
It's worth pointing out, by the way, how
Wild.
fucking stupid this thing looks. I'm realizing like it's supposed to be like a strangely triangular truck, basically, but it's like with a flatbed in the back, but it's like got angles,
Yeah.
and the
Yeah.
front of it is like a weird slant. I hate this thing.
I kind of vibe with it, but
Really?
like I wouldn't buy it. I wouldn't buy it. I wouldn't drive it. Like this looks like it would be fun as a vehicle in Halo.
Yeah,
That's it.
Yeah, I guess so.
this is
I had
literally
a
just the fucking Warthog.
Yeah, kinda.
I had an Uber and a Tesla once, and it was
Get a lifted Cybertruck. It's literally just a Warthog.
I believe it. Yeah, I know. I had an Uber and a Tesla, and that was okay. It was a
Yeah,
reasonably nice
Teslas
car.
Teslas are
Yeah.
fine when they're not exploding and the autopilot isn't running into school children,
Look, the moment that
which is something that happens.
yeah, oh yeah, it's fucking insane. How
Listen,
many
a
times
couple
that
of school children are gonna have to fucking pay the price for finally having self-driving cars. Here's the thing:
I don't
you
even
get
care about self-driving. I just want one that's like not fucking
I want a
guzzles
good
gas.
electric. I want a good electric.
Yeah, a
Yeah.
good electric car.
Well, that's the thing. You get one of these giant fucking giant gas guzzling, Ford F-150 huge fucking flatbed trucks, and those things are also like people are running into people because the fucking bed, like the front of the thing is so high that they can't see children underneath or
Oh,
whatever.
yeah. Oh, it's
Yeah,
the same way with
lifted
like
trucks are
any
always
lifted shit.
fucking psychopaths.
Yeah.
I should start on this thumbnail.
I mean, admittedly, like the Tesla I would buy would be like the Model X to be the SUV, but one,
Yeah.
I'm waiting for a certain fucking asshole to be away from the company. And two, I'm waiting for them
Huh.
to actually improve them, because they went from having LiDAR sensors to just using cameras. Yeah, which,
Yeah.
massive downgrade.
Wait, what exactly is that?
So LiDAR is like, essentially, it's a way that it can tell depth by using light. It's essentially, it throws out a bunch of infrared and tries to figure out what's around you.
Light radar,
Yeah.
basically.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
LiDAR.
All right. Yeah. And it just
Um,
uses like Oculus Quest cameras now. That's cool.
yeah. Well, it's like sub Oculus Quest. Like if you look at, or at least like the new one, it's definitely sub that. But,
Oh god.
yeah, it looks like a PlayStation 2 iToy. Anytime you see like the side camera view from the new ones,
So it's
Oh
basically a
no.
car with Kinect attached to it. That's embarrassing.
Oh
essentially.
no.
And they've been
Yeah.
prioritizing weird features, but it's like, yeah, this is neat, but what does that have to do with, driving a fucking car? Like, hey, my Tesla
Yeah.
can play Witcher 3 on it. Cool.
Who the fuck gives a shit?
Yeah, it's like, while you're charging a car, sure, I guess it's neat, but, I just want my
Yeah,
car to do
you're not
car
you're not gonna
shit.
be you're not gonna be sitting playing The Witcher 3 in traffic. That will get you arrested.
I mean,
Yeah.
it would be an interesting ARG experience every time you hit a curb, your horse jumps the curb in game.
I mean, like, I remember back in the day you'd have little kids playing your GameCube TV thing in the back seat.
Yeah.
But now I guess it's a fancy feature to have something like that.
Dude, I knew a kid who had like the whole he had a PlayStation 2 in his like DVD thing, like a little DVD screen, and he would play games on like anytime he went somewhere with his parents. It's like that just seems like a pain in the
Lucky
Pretty
ass.
base.
bastard.
I just
No,
feel
it's
like I'd
based.
lose games.
I mean,
Well,
fair, but you're not really playing to win in a car. You're playing to pass the time.
True,
I
I meant
guess
just
so,
losing the games
yeah.
in general. Like I feel like I'd misplace
You'd
them.
lose
Oh,
you'd
fair,
lose
fair.
the fucking games to the car if your car is bumpy and it decides to scratch your
Mhm.
discs.
Oh yeah, especially if like the
Yeah.
PlayStation 1 when it had like no
God,
disc
imagine
protection.
imagine that with the 360. Because if you moved the 360 around, like the
Yeah.
base model, if you
You
moved it
would like
around, you would
break the
get like this.
discs,
You
yeah.
would get like this ring on the disc, and then it would be completely unplayable. Like I,
God.
I lost GTA 4 to that, and I had to get it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, now that I think about it, yeah, that happened to me with I think it was Red Faction Gorilla.
Oh, that's
Oh,
rough.
Yep.
Those are
My
the
cat jumped on the
days.
Xbox, pushed it over, and all I heard was it's like,
I remember when I was
oh.
not the same thing, but I remember when I was a kid, I had my GameCube, and my bedroom had carpet. I had my GameCube on a table that was like, a couple feet off the ground. I
The,
tripped on my controller cord. The GameCube hit the floor, carpeted floor, and it basically never functioned correctly again. And I always
Oh
had
yeah.
this like chip on my shoulder about people going, "Oh yeah, Nintendium. Their Nintendo builds their stuff to last. Oh, you'll never break your Nintendo. Yeah, fuck you." It
yeah.
The
felt like two
GameCube
feet, and I could
does.
never. The only game I could play was the Naruto fighting game. Eat shit.
Ow. What what
I
Oh,
what
don't
was so
know.
special about the Naruto fighting game?
I don't know,
all
but
of
I
it
spent
works.
all night playing it because it was the only one that would.
I mean, hey,
Uh,
I was that way when my Xbox stopped working and all I had digitally was it was 360. All I had digitally was I think it was Grand Theft Auto 4 back when they put that on the digital store. So that's all I played for like 6 months straight.
nice.
It could be worse.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
you could be playing a worse game.
I mean, hey, could have been
Could be
we could be
stuck with
playing.
Sneak King.
I was gonna say we could be playing Grand Theft Auto 5 for 10 years. Imagine that.
Can you both do me a
Yes.
favor and send the name of what you're drinking in chat?
Oh, I can. Yes.
Basically, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put all of these drinks in the thumbnail, but I'm gonna cover up their labels because fuck you, no free advertising.
Which,
Sounds good.
speaking of, time for my second shot.
Mashallah.
Still working
Yes.
on the first beer, but I brought the
Yeah,
second
let
one up.
me take another swig of this. Ugh, that's rough.
I can name the other beer here if you want to have like a whole fucking drinking list lined up on the bottom.
Smorgasbord.
No, I'm good with just one per.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Well, I doubt I'm
Oh,
gonna get
the
fully
can for
drunk
that
on
looks
this one.
cool.
Oh,
Ooh.
it's the
Yeah,
IPA.
yours. Yeah,
Uh,
the Burger Time IPA.
Hell
yeah,
yeah.
dude, I love Montezuma's Revenge. It's great.
Man, I love the
Yo,
Pitfall
Pitfall?
drink.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, Pitfall Mind.
Yeah, Jinx.
So
Yes.
I suppose it behooves us to discuss once more
Oh,
Sniper Wolf situation
yeah.
Oh yeah.
because
Oh yeah.
she
What a ride. Let me actually go through like the timeline of what's been happening because I have things set
yeah
up like that.
do the timeline. Last time we last main episode we did the top. Tristan did the whole timeline, walked us through like which what happened in order basically, and it was enlightening. Today on my stream, the 22nd of October, I did good God. Wow, it's already the 22nd of October. Jesus fucking
Yeah, I
Christ.
know, right?
How
Um
time
I'm
flies.
making I'm making the background to this thing Halloween themed because I'm not sure if we're actually gonna get a Halloween episode.
yeah, I don't know, man. Boo, spooky. Halloween. Happy Halloween. Trick or
Ooh,
treat,
haunted
everybody.
house.
Yep.
Yeah.
All
Um
right, so
I was talking about her for like hours today on stream, or at least an hour and a half or something. So
yeah.
yeah, I'm glad. I'm happy to hear what you guys have to say.
All right, so let me
Yeah.
pull up my tweets. So first of all, on the day that we're recording this, which is a Sunday,
Mm.
the Sunday before it goes up, uh, today, right now, as I'm speaking, it is Sniper Wolf's birthday.
Yay!
I went to go check on something that she liked, which I will show you guys. I don't think it's really that necessary, but I think it's kind of funny. She liked that tweet. Um, if you want to know which tweet, you can go follow me at Garbaggio Goblin. It's a little sus, but it's not really worth.
Yeah, it's cringe, but
Yeah. So yeah. Here's hoping that the backlash from her fucking doxing Jackfilms is ruining her day.
Well,
uh,
probably not too much.
Yeah,
Although
given how she's not exactly repentant for it, but let's not get ahead of ourselves.
no, no,
So over the past week, people have been just kind of shitting on this whole situation,
yeah,
basically saying, "Wow, YouTube has done nothing. What the fuck?"
yeah.
So it kind of started out. Someone found initially a kind of little bit of a suspicious video on Sniper Wolf's channel with her goading some clearly underage boys to twerk for her in exchange for revealing her breasts.
Yeah, also she's on the website Omegle, which if you
Yeah, on
remember what
Omegle,
Omegle
which is
is, which
yeah, you,
God, I haven't thought about Omegle in like a decade, but
surprisingly, Omegle is actually, I think, still around.
I
I
think
think
so.
so.
I've
People still
seen
use it.
I
I've
don't
seen
care
some
enough to
clips
check.
from it. Like there's been some funny shit from it, but like 90% of that
Meanwhile,
fucking website is just dicks.
fucking Stickam is
Is
dead and gone.
dead
Shit.
and
Oh, I
buried,
forgot.
sadly.
There's this whole document of like shit that she's done.
Oh yeah.
Let me
Yeah.
pull that up because it's extensive.
Oh, is it like a full fucking cancellation list?
Not quite. It's not that extensive, but it's basically just a list of shit. So uh, these have all been found over the course of the past week. I'm doing all of this at once just to show that the suspicious shit has been mounting up for her.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's a fucking fly on my screen. Okay, so This document, you'll find it on the Jackfilms subreddit. I believe Sully G and Kyoya, who are both they're both close with
Various-
Jackfilms.
Yeah.
They are so they sent out the link to this. Sorry, I'm a little
You're good.
Well,
starting to get
toasty.
to me a bit.
So it's a drunk episode. No apologies needed. In fact,
yeah,
in
let me
fact.
yeah, hey.
Oh, I just took a shot.
Oh
Fuck,
Jesus,
I'm good for now. I just
Bane's
took a
passing out.
shot. Fuck,
this might be
fuck
my
me.
last one.
Yeah,
Damn.
because Tristan had about 3 of them. You said before we got on the call.
I had 2 before we started
Before we-
recording, and
oh,
then yeah.
One before.
I had no
one
time.
before-
I was streaming and then I immediately went out, and when I got back we were like immediately started we
Yeah.
started recording. So
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go over this document real quick. I'm just gonna.
this is by Sully G and Kyoya.
It's not by them, I don't think. They might
Oh,
they
they
might have had
posted
a
it.
hand in it, but they tweeted it out.
Okay.
If you want to find it, it's also on the Jackfilms subreddit. So, list of incriminating videos made by. I'm not gonna say Sniperwolf's real name because doxing isn't a good thing, even though it's not really doxing. But I'm proving a point. Damn it. So this is a live document, and updates will be made as more videos are uncovered or removed. So, if you're listening to this when it comes out, which is probably going to be in a few days, check it again. There might be some new stuff.
Nice.
So, there's asking people PewDiePie versus T-Series on Omegle, which that's really of the time, isn't it?
Yeah, God, holy shit.
Yeah, I
she
mean, why do you
shows-
even need to ask? It's obviously T-Series.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
All
Although
right,
Mr.
so
Beast has beaten them both now, so
Oh, yeah.
yeah. In the specified timestamp, 5 minutes 40 seconds, she shows a seemingly underage couple around the ages of 14 to 17. The girl in the clip is wearing skimpy clothes and begins feeling herself up.
yeah, suggestively
Sniperwolf
grabbing
encourages
it.
her to do that by saying, "Do that again." Although she censors the act with an emoji, part of it becomes visible for a brief second.
Nice.
I didn't
Oh,
read
boy.
that part.
I did not know about that.
And
Now-
that's still on YouTube?
Is it?
Because I
think that one's
remember
been-
I can't-
Charlie saying that at least one of these videos was still, like, I think it might have been the twerking
It's still
boys
up.
one.
I'm not watching that, but it's still up. So
Uh,
she has been taking these down, by the way. But this one
of
is still up,
course.
which I'm not watching that to confirm. I don't need to see any of that. I'm not in a good state right now.
Yeah,
This
you
this
can
would
just
make me
believe
sad.
it.
Yeah,
Here's another one.
it's-
A girl on Omegle. In the specified timestamp, she interacts with a girl who claims to be 16, who offers to lift up
Yo,
her shirt
Now I will
to
say that there was some
show
throwback on that
things.
one, because supposedly there was like a simulated webcam thing, which means it
Yeah,
could
so
be,
this one-
but-
This one in particular, it's it's possible that she was this person that she's interacting with. Sorry, a little burpy. It's
Oh,
possible
boy.
that this girl was not 16. However, Sniper Wolf lied about her age in that chat, saying that she was 15 when she was 9 years older than that in actuality. And Sniper Wolf still takes her up on the offer after she said she's 16. Which,
yeah, which is
I don't know about you, but if a 16-year-old came up to me and said, "Hey, let me show you a part of my body," I'm not gonna say, "Haha, yeah, bro, do it."
Yeah,
I'm gonna
show
say,
me that.
"Get the
Show
fuck
me
away from me."
Show me your back as you're leaving.
yeah. Turn 360 degrees and walk the fuck away. You know?
Yeah. Play some fucking Thriller.
Yee-hee.
Why did I take a sip?
Well, I mean, to be fair to her, I doubt that it had necessarily sus implications for her as much as just my audience is also full of children, so I'm sure they'll appreciate this, that kind of thing.
yeah.
Which is still
That's
responsible, but
that's not better.
no,
It's
it's
not
not,
good.
because it's still spreading what, those people did across, like, to her subscribers. But I would say I don't know that I guess I could be wrong. She is a child entertainer. She could be like Miranda Sings. but I
Yeah,
don't
that's what
necessarily
I'm
feel
thinking.
that vibe from her, but who knows?
I mean, I haven't
So,
either, but it is fucking weird.
continuing.
Yes.
The title of this video is "Do you want to have my babies?" Omegle trolling. I haven't been saying the timestamps, but this is 3 separate timestamps.
Oh boy.
In the first timestamp, she's talking with a girl who looks to be around 13 to 15 and asks about impregnating her and wanting to have a child with her.
That's
In the
weird.
second clip, she matches someone who allegedly starts to show her
Crotch area.
human and animal videos
Oh boy.
of
Let me
a
guess. White
woman,
girl.
probably. I'm not going to
I'm
watch, but
sorry.
probably.
Sorry.
But a woman who is doing something with her dog, and
Oh.
instead of immediately clicking off and hitting the next button, she watches in shock. Admittedly, that's at least it's in shock.
Yeah, I
Oh,
mean,
Yeah.
it is poorly cropped out of the video with a single frame of it being left alongside her reaction.
Huh. I
We're
was
not
kind
even all the way through this one.
of course not. No, I was hearing that and I was like, kind of picturing how she would react to it,
Let
but
me actually
yeah,
let me post the document in our little chat here. Because
for it.
that's I almost sent that to one of the fellow mods of the server.
Huh.
Admittedly, she sent it to me, so yeah. There you go.
list of incriminating
You can
videos.
follow along. I'm on number 3, and I'm not even halfway through. In the third timestamp, a boy, I think I just saw one of you come in, a boy who appears to be around the 15 to 17-year-old range is talking with her and about how he feels like there is an issue where a lot of people on Omegle are showing their penis. She then is coercing him into thinking that she has one to trick him into saying that he wants to see it if she has one or not.
Oh
He
boy.
clicks off when she gets up to reveal her actual part, which she never does. She
Uh,
then jokes about getting a packer, which, if you know what that is, you know. If you don't,
Yeah.
yeah,
Google it if you
it's
want.
transgender thing, yes.
Just to mess with people if they ask if she has a penis. A
So I
backup can be
wanna
It's just a
accessed,
weird
yeah.
thing to do. Just in
I want to
general.
point out that the first at least how many of these? This is
There are so many of
all.
these.
This is okay. This is almost. I think all of these are Omegle related. So this is all before she started stealing people's TikToks. I guess her old thing before that, or at least one of the old things she would do would be like talking to children on Omegle and asking them for nudes or whatever. So that's cool.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know,
So I'm gonna be real. There are 15 videos on here, and I just realized that. I thought it was just a
yeah,
few.
these are,
I'm
and
gonna
they're
I'm
all
gonna
kind
leave it
of.
off. I'm gonna leave it off on that third one.
Well, I will say as we go through it, C in each of these, it's formatted as A, video title, B, description of the footage, C, nature of of the content, and D, upload date. And so C kind of sums it up. So in the case of let's see, yeah, number 4, partial nudity of an alleged minor. Number 5,
Yep.
sexual images of an alleged minor, coercion of an alleged minor to perform a sexual activity. Number 6, sexual images of an alleged minor, offering of sexual activity towards alleged minors. Number 7, coercion of alleged minors. Number 8, sexual remarks toward a minor. 6, not alleged, that one, definite minor. Number 9, making sexual comments with an alleged minor, flirting with an alleged minor who expresses discomfort with her sexual comments. And that's from 2017. 2018 here, possibly flirting with a minor. That's number 10. Number 11, possibly flirting with a minor, by the way. I mean, real heavy. The word possibly is doing some fucking strong
Doing
work
heavy
right
lifting.
there. Yeah.
That thing's
Load
bench
bearing
pressing like
word.
the Hulk.
The whole thing. Yeah. Number 11, which is "Will you be my girlfriend?" Omegle funny moments.
Uh,
Letter C. Encouraging a minor to engage in lewd acts, eating food in a lewd manner in front of someone who is likely underage, making a sexual comment towards girls that made them uncomfortable. All of these people are allegedly underage based on their appearance. Number 12 makes a lewd joke to someone who stated that they are alleged underage beforehand. So she doesn't even have the like, oh, I didn't know. They said so.
Yeah.
Jokes about being the same minor's mother, but devolves into having lewd undertones as they roll along with the joke. Number
That's just
13,
fucking
making
weird.
yeah, these continue to be strange, and this is over the course of years too. These are not in chronological order, by the way. So this is well, I say over the course of years, it is. It's from 2016 up to the last one is number one actually. It looks like which is 2019.
Because that was during the whole T-Series PewDiePie thing.
Yeah. They're not in order, but like yeah, I forget which one I was on. Number 13, making a sexual joke with seemingly underage children. Number 14, possibly assisting a possible minor in what is seemingly their sexual fantasy. What? Okay. She encounters a seemingly underage boy who claims he has to do a wedgie because he lost a bet and later says he has to be humiliated for losing the bet. She agrees to watch him attempt to
Jesus.
give himself a wedgie. The nature of these conditions for a lost bet seem to be sexual in nature, yet she allowed for the supposed minor to do them in front of her anyway.
It's at
And
least
then
a little weird.
finally, number 15. Uh, C. Aiding and abetting sexual interactions with a potential minor, distributing said interactions with a potential minor. Yeah, there's flashing, there's talk of nudes and stuff. So not good stuff. And this
Yeah.
was years ago, but I mean this is just it's yet another example of
A good
things
amount of
that
this stuff is still up. Only a few of
right,
these have been removed.
it's still up and like she was a full-on like adult person like in her late 20s or whatever when this was being made. I don't
Mid
even
20s,
She
yeah.
should know better.
sure. Yeah, I don't know. Like by that point it's like okay, yeah, you maybe like you'll change as time goes on, but I don't know, you're grown up technically. This should be not a thing that you're doing.
Yeah.
And like especially oh god. Yeah, all of this shit, because like the only way you can look at it, I didn't know there was 15 of these, Jesus. The only way you can look at it is really like she does think her audience is full of minors, full of children, and so she's like, well, it's fine, they'll all enjoy this. Haha, it's just pandering, like it's pandering to the children in her audience. But
Yeah.
it's like you can't pander to them in this way, and you can't use other people on Omegle as part of that.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, the
At
whole
the very
thing
least, like,
is really,
you
really
know,
bad.
it's not, they don't consent to their photo and like video being used for like unless you're preloading it and saying, "Hey, I'm recording this for a video,"
Well,
which
even still, they're like children, so who
yeah.
cares?
But even then, it's like that's a different. That's not
Yeah.
the same level of fucked, but that's still fucked.
Yeah, and it's again worth noting this is before she started just stealing people's TikToks or whatever.
Yeah, honestly, this is back when it was somewhat original, which
Yeah,
She had to
is
this
put
is
she had to
scary
put
to
effort
think.
in.
her doing her own like yeah, that's the thing. As much as Jack's whole thing that started all of this, the fucking Jack's stupid silly face that launched a million ships. While all of that came down to like her stealing content and not crediting people, her content that wasn't stealing was also garbage. She as a person is not a good person.
Yeah,
She's
I
a
think
bad fucking person, and everything she makes is shit.
I'm very confident in saying that she is not a good person. And like
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't feel like
I
I'd be
usually
alone
don't do
I
that.
like to give people the benefit of the doubt, but
Same, yeah.
to a point.
I don't know. I
Oh
mean,
god.
I'm sure she's fucked up in her own way. She probably hates herself on some level, but like I don't know, man. You're still like in your fucking and her sister, her idiot sister too. Like, and that was the thing where I'm like, oh, so there's like two of them that are like this, and they enable each other, and they're probably telling each other, "No, bestie, you're great. Everything's fine. Jack is the weirdo. This is perfectly normal behavior." Uh, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. It's getting harder and harder to believe that she's changed at all, really, from any of that.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
real. And we'll see that later. For now, we're gonna start to go a little bit more towards that timeline. Oh,
Yes.
sorry, I put up a video in the background and it is still playing.
There you go.
All right, let me just head back to okay. So people, so going back, people have been kind of over the course of this past week looking more into that. That's just kind of been happening in the background, you know, as all of this has been going on. So back to the start of the timeline, people were going to town, just first of all, making fun of Sniper Wolf for doing the doxing, basically just like, oh, the point of view, you fucking. You disagreed with Sniper Wolf and it's Sniper Wolf's face in your fucking Ring doorbell camera.
Jump
Stuff like that.
scare, fucking
Yeah.
sniper wolf face.
Yeah, so it's all just like, you know, everyone's having good fun with it. People are calling her and YouTube out because YouTube took a while to respond.
Yeah,
So-
how long was it? It was like 4 days or
It was-
Oh,
something.
hold
was
on, hold
exactly-
on. We'll
Okay.
get to that.
6.5 days, but
We'll get to that. But so the doxing happened at like we'll go by Eastern time because I'm too drunk to do math.
yeah.
About 11 to midnight Eastern time on the 13th. Here is a tweet from YouTube at 3 p.m. on the 18th. Check in on yourself. Check in on your friends. Which,
Arguably is what she did.
yeah, honestly, yeah. Like,
I mean-
given the fact that we're talking about Sniper Wolf going to Jackfilms' house, this is a very tone-deaf tweet to keep, being sent, because all of these are like scheduled tweets. You can tell because they're sent
Right.
at exactly the on top of the hour. But like,
Yeah.
if you're going through this big controversy where one of your star creators doxes one of your longest time creators,
Yeah, now
you might want to go through your drafts and see if there are any scheduled fucking tweets that maybe you shouldn't send out. We'll see that next. But here we have YouTube, not YouTube, sorry, Twitter community notes saying YouTube has not checked in on how one of their content creators is doing after being doxxed by another creator in front of millions.
Oof.
Twitter community notes is going to be a main character in this part of the Cyberwolf saga.
I'm
Great.
starting to really like the community notes.
I used to hate it.
Yeah, it started out as like a very pretentious, annoying thing, but now it's turned into a way for people to just be like, yeah, community notes, this is lies. Like,
Yeah.
it's great.
So, like, it used to be like community notes saying, actually, this is a joke. Joe Biden actually did not eat a child in front of millions.
Yeah, it used
You
to
know,
be
you
like
ta-
literally the fucking dork brigade. Like,
Yeah, stuff that very clearly was jokes. They would like go and say, actually, fact check. But now they're just dunking on wrong shit, and I love that.
yeah, for the longest time, it was made for like the hall monitor of Twitter. Like
Yeah, and now Elon Musk is getting community notes, which is
yeah.
fantastic.
Which you can tell whenever he gets a community note he doesn't like because he'll delete it.
Huh.
Yeah.
But when it's up there, it's hilarious.
So I don't have too many I don't have too many funny replies to this one. I have one that I did that I'm proud of. Of course, YouTube saying, check in on yourself, check in on your friends, hug emoji. And I replied with, check in on the homes of your fellow YouTubers too. Hell, maybe even take pictures of their houses and post them to any platform that isn't YouTube.
Yeah,
It's apparently no longer against terms of service now.
Perfectly fine.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, at this point, Sully G had posted an interaction with YouTube that he had, where he asked like YouTube support, "Hey, if I wanted to dox another creator, that's cool as long as it's not on YouTube, right?" And they basically said, "Yeah, it's outside of YouTube scope. We don't give a fuck."
Oh
And that was a
wow.
big thing. Everyone
Yeah.
was like, "Holy shit, YouTube is changing the rules just because
I mean,
Sniperwolf did an oopsie."
like I remember there was a time it's talking about things like the community notes that used to be kind of yeah, and now it's a little different. There was a time when the YouTube rule for off-platform actions felt like an excuse to just, oh, you have slightly differing opinions or whatever, we can do something about that, you know.
Yeah, it
But
got pulled
now,
on fucking Actman,
oh, did it?
who was going against a piece of shit, by the way. Fuck Quantum TV.
Oh
If you
yeah,
didn't catch
Quantum
that,
TV.
but
Yeah.
he Axeman posted a tweet like, "Gonna start my own YouTube series called Doxing Adventures, where I dox YouTube employees because
Yeah.
apparently it's not against the rules." And he got his whole channel
He
demonetized for
got
like
fucked with way
I think a
faster
month.
than way faster than Quantum got any shit for
Yeah,
that.
Quantum. I
Yeah.
don't think still has. I think he still hasn't got any shit from any of that.
Yeah.
yeah, and I mean
But like
that dude spouts
they
non-hinged
responded.
shit 24/7 now.
Yeah.
Still.
But
So
now you
just
look
to
at
set the
this though,
stage.
and you're like, yeah, I can see why they would want to do something about off. Now that they aren't doing much about it, I can see why they might want to start doing something about it. Yeah.
Yeah, for real. So
Yeah.
just to set the stage for events to come. Uh YouTube responded to Actman's tweet pretty quickly, like within a day or two,
Yeah.
and they demonetized his channel for anywhere from a week to a month. I forgot exactly
think it was
the
a
time frame
month.
for that.
It
It
was
was
about a
around
month, I think. At least
yeah.
a month.
By the next month he was good. He was free.
Yeah.
So Actman for joking about doxing, he got a month suspension. Just keep that in the back of your mind, dear viewer. I know you can do it. You're good. You're a good boy / girl / prefer not to say.
Yeah.
So fun times to be had in the YouTube replies here. I'm not going to go through many of them because I have replies to go through from another tweet that are even funnier.
Yeah.
But basically every comment under this tweet is just shitting on YouTube for some reason. Whether it's the ad block thing, which we should get into at some point, maybe after this, just as a
Yeah.
little fun bonus. Either that, or for this, or for some other thing, like someone kind of big got their channel removed. I didn't look into that. I don't want to look into that right now. I'm
Yeah, I don't fully know
starting to
the.
feel the rum and cokes, like really feel them.
I feel it.
So at that point, that was the only thing that YouTube had even remotely said other than a boilerplate statement. Two boilerplate statements. One shortly after it happened, where it was an automated response saying doxing off platform is against our off platform policy
It
or
is
whatever.
not cool.
Because someone asked them that immediately after the shit happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then there's also the one that we mentioned last episode, which was a reply to Jackfilms' wife Erin, saying we're looking into this. Keep in mind that was a day, maybe two after all this happened. You know, just keep the speed of that reply in mind. you know.
Yeah. Of course.
So this was 5 days after it happened, the 18th. And at this point, this was like the closest thing to like acknowledging it that YouTube had come, and even then, it was a scheduled tweet. and then not even actually exactly 3 hours later, YouTube YouTube did the funniest thing
Yeah.
and tweeted, "Would it be too meta to do a reaction video to a reaction video?"
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh boy, everyone was on their ass for this.
Talk about
And I mean,
Because
it was probably a tweet that was written like 6 weeks in
Yeah.
advance or
Yeah.
some
Oh,
shit,
yeah.
but
Oh,
still.
oh yeah,
They
like
probably-
this was scheduled beforehand.
They probably
Yeah.
put it
Clearly.
into like a chat GPT prompt. They said, "Oh, you know, this will be fun. This will be good. You know, oh, we got this."
And then when the drama started, they did not go through
Yeah. They did
their
not check
scheduled
their
tweets.
drafts. Yep.
So
Oof.
everybody shat on them for this because if you don't know, all of this started because Jackfilms did kind of reaction videos, kind of critique to Sniperwolf's reaction videos.
Yeah. A reaction
So this
to
whole
a
thing
reaction.
started. Yeah, this whole thing started because someone did a reaction video to a reaction video.
Yeah.
And also, this has been happening for years, by the way. This isn't like some new thing doing reactions to reactions. Fucking Comedy Shorts Gamer did that shit to Logan Paul.
Huh.
Or Jake Paul.
Yeah.
I get those mixed up. Same with fucking KSI in Comedy Shorts Gamer. I'm not racist. I did it to the white people too. Okay. So let's go through some of the really funny responses to this. We have Ricky Berwick. You know, Ricky always pretty funny, pretty on point. He just comes in with oof.
Yeah.
We got Opera GX. Opera GX, the official Opera GX account, which by the way, don't use their fucking browser until they start paying us.
Yeah.
They said, would it be too much to do a permanent suspension to a reaction YouTuber? Very based. Sponsor us, by the way.
Yes.
Yes.
We got Meta PCs. Again, sponsor us, by the way, Meta PCs, saying, posting a video of, not video, sorry, an image of Godzilla with sunglasses saying that wasn't very cash money of you. Very cool. Kick.com, which I don't like Kick. I'm not a big fan of Kick, but they kind of
I
pulled
have
something
no
out here.
Strong opinions either way. What did they say?
They said, would it be too meta to react to 43 ads in a row? Which I'm glad that they didn't go the Sniperwolf route because they shouldn't be let off for this fucking ad block thing. Because good lord,
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring that up later. By the way,
I also
'cause-
noted they fixed it, but the extension that I have to return the YouTube dislikes was not working for like a couple days there.
excuse me.
Yeah.
So they probably fucked with that a little bit.
So we have from Ethan Nestor. He's verified. I don't know if that makes him important or not.
Nowadays,
saying-
probably not. But
Yeah. The community notes absolutely bodied you guys, Lamau. I don't have any community notes actually for this one. I know some people do though. Let me if I find a screenshot, I'll read it off. We got now that's what I call yikes. This shit is not gonna look good at the pearly gates, bro. Buff Susan.
oh god.
Here we go. No. This is a community notes to a different tweet. Never mind. We got a fucking haha funny 2011 reaction GIF with Will Ferrell. Is that Will Ferrell? I don't know. With like impact font. Really? Seriously?
Jeez.
A lot of funny replies. A lot of the ones that I remember aren't showing up. They hid replies. There are hidden replies to this tweet.
Oh shit.
Let me go through a few of them. They're mostly like a few of them I understand. A lot of them are just saying like, you know, this one's 4 question marks. This one is this one is the haha funny meme image. You should kill yourself now.
Yeah.
You should kill yourself now. Yeah.
Neil Mohan is a dumb fuck CEO. Like some of these are fine to be hidden. I understand.
Yeah.
I get it.
As a
Some of them-
company, I get it. I wouldn't.
some
hide
of them
but
contain some of them contain slurs.
Right.
One of them is this one has a funny slur in it. But then there's just this one. It's just a Reddit link to how to bypass the ad block, which I find funny. Again, it's understandable. But then you have this tweet here.
Yeah.
Oh no. This is not related to Sniperwolf. Shit.
What
All right,
happened?
one of them just disappeared. Maybe they're unhiding them. But there
Oh,
was one
okay.
that was just like maybe you should would it be too meta to ban Sniper Wolf for stealing all her content? It said a you know a mean word in it, so I understand why they hit it, but also that's not a really fun look, you know.
Yeah,
That's not the best of things.
not super cash money.
So yeah, as the great Meta PCs please sponsor us once said. So we were all kind of laughing because 5 days and they sent two really like this wasn't just two in a group of tweets. These were the only two things they tweeted between then and now.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
Well,
So
consistency is important.
one of them was check in on your fellow content creators. The other was, hey, reaction videos, LMAO.
Yeah.
This was the only thing for 5 days.
Yeah.
And then you're going to want to add a couple more days to that because 6.5 days later, on the seventh day,
They
if they had
rose.
if they had waited just like 10 more hours, it would have been a week exactly. Team
Yeah.
YouTube, which is different from YouTube because they have like 5 Twitter accounts,
Yeah.
says in a reply to Jackfilms' initial tweet saying that Sniper Wolf doxed him on her Instagram. Team YouTube finally, after almost a full week of silence, says, confirming SSSniperwolf has received a temporary monetization suspension as per creator responsibility policies. Fuck. Off-platform actions that put others' personal safety at risk harm our community, and the behavior on both sides isn't what we want to see on YouTube. Hoping everyone moves this convo to a better place.
They
Holy
really
shit.
both sides us.
Bane, I'm going to
They
drop a quick Plinkett reference.
Yes.
Heroes on both sides. What? Yeah, but I said on stream earlier, as an enlightened centrist, trying to both sides this is fucking retarded.
Yeah, it
I'm
is
yeah,
sorry.
I
hilarious.
genuinely just think it's because YouTube always sees drama as bad.
Well,
So
yeah,
they always go both sides on shit,
I do
even if
think that
one side's in
there's
the right.
I do think that there's this like invisible, I said it earlier, there's like this invisible specter of like supposed sexism where it's like, oh, on both sides, there was probably someone somewhere with like 5 followers that said death to Sniper Wolf or something.
Yeah, I don't want
And
to be
like
seen
nobody,
as against women.
yeah, and nobody who like Jack is like specifically. I watched the podcast he was on. It was the Some Ordinary podcast, and he was
Yeah.
talking
Yeah.
about how like other people that had discussed Sniper Wolf in the past, there was always like an element of like misogyny to it. I don't remember really watching any videos that felt that way, but I can
There are a
imagine there
couple
probably were.
that I was
Yeah,
like, okay, yeah, she got big tits. Okay, that's not really a
Who
criticism for
cares?
shit. Come
Yeah.
on.
By the way,
yeah.
real
Well,
quick,
there's.
this is going to be my last rum and coke. So
Ooh.
let's savor.
I think you said that for the last one.
Now this is going to be my last one because I'm only
Mhm.
at like a half bottle of coke left.
Oh
So I'm
shit.
putting that
Yeah.
down there.
I'm gonna have
But
probably one or two more shots by the end of this, but
Yeah, I think this is going to be my last one, and honestly, I'm not even sure if I'm going to finish
I
it.
gotta
But
operate a
hey,
fucking welder tomorrow. I probably shouldn't drink too much.
I got to walk on a treadmill tomorrow, which I mean that's not operating a welder, but
But hey,
You
I've
know, it
pushed on a
could be
treadmill
just as
before.
dangerous.
I mean yeah, that's very true. One time I slipped and almost ate shit, and that wouldn't have been good.
No.
Oh, fuck yeah,
What were we? Okay, so like, I do think that a lot of people are taking the wrong things from this because everyone's like, oh well, the team at YouTube's are all such simps. No, I don't think that's the case. I think it's just that Sniper Wolf makes them a shit ton of money.
Yeah, and it's
So
Yeah,
they're
I mean,
obviously gonna favor her
well, wouldn't
because
you agree that with Twitch, especially, like, this isn't
for
Twitch,
Twitch, yeah,
but
for Twitch I understand.
so don't you think it's possible
They,
that YouTube could have a similar thing going on?
I mean,
I mean, it would be nice if
it's
they did.
possible. It's possible, but
Yeah,
also there are bigger factors here than just Sniper Wolf is woman.
Yeah,
yeah,
Like
absolutely. I
Sniper
mean,
Wolf makes them so much more money
I definitely
that
think it's a mix of the two. Yeah.
yeah,
even if
like
the roles were reversed and Jackfilms was more popular and Sniper Wolf was less, Jackfilms would be seen as in the right here because he would be more popular in that situation, you know?
yeah, YouTube,
Yeah.
especially when it comes to the higher creators, it's a popularity game when it comes to
Yeah,
how they will work with you.
just look at how much
I
shit
mean,
they let the Paul brothers get away with.
well, yeah, like it absolutely goes without saying if this was somebody like, any degree smaller than Sniper Wolf or less financially, um, productive than Sniper Wolf, this person would have already been, blacklisted from the site
Oh
in
yeah.
every capacity. The only reason there's no question that it's special treatment. It's just a kind of a question now of exactly what quantity of like sexism versus like, greed. It exactly. I think it's a mix. It's somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
Definitely. I said on stream earlier, I think it's like a degree of like, oh, maybe she'll fuck me kind of led to them pushing her more, and now she is making so much money generally that doesn't maybe need to be a part of it anymore, but I think it was probably a part of it at least at some point.
Well,
Perhaps,
that and
perhaps.
And I
also
don't think that's even saying anything about her. That's saying something
about you.
strictly about YouTube
Yeah,
and about like there's probably some weird frothing at the mouth neckbeard simp kind of guy working at YouTube because there absolutely is that at Twitch. So I don't see why there would be any difference
although
really.
I do have some good news about Twitch. We'll talk about later, but that's a different
Yes,
Oh, okay.
actually. The the
Yes.
Yeah,
the
I
only
heard
good thing that
Charlie
Twitch has
said there
done.
was there was a W. I want to hear what it
Yeah.
is. I didn't watch
All
his
right,
video.
we will talk about that, and well, once we're done with all the Sniper Wolf stuff, because
Yeah.
Yeah.
we're not even sneezing on the surface of this shit.
Yeah.
Huh.
This is a
So
big clusterfuck.
as per Twitter community notes being based, they added context saying, as per YouTube's harassment rules, doxing is to be met with a permanent termination, and they linked directly to it. Additionally, only Sniper Wolf's most recent video got demonetized. Her channel as a whole is still monetized. That's actually not true. So I'm actually going to rate that as
Yeah.
Yeah,
somewhat helpful.
yeah,
I
because
said earlier on stream, and you apparently tried to check me on it, but I'm stupid and I don't check my messages or
yeah,
chat, so I'm a great L streamer.
yeah,
But
you need like a
uh,
fourth monitor, just like anytime you get a message, just like
I
slam
I
it.
really need. I would love to have another monitor, if nothing else, than to have a
Yeah.
screen for my chat. Yeah, that would
What
be
I
great.
did, what I did when I streamed for like an hour and a half at 2 a.m. on Friday night is I just put my phone up. Admittedly, that ate through my battery, but also,
Oh yeah.
I'm not going out afterwards. I could just, put it
Yeah, I
in.
could probably plug it in and just do that. Yeah, but you were pointing out a tweet which I'm sure you have there.
Yeah, I have it up. I
I
just,
was I was erroneously claiming that that they had already unsuspended her from the thing, but
Yeah. As far as I can
yeah,
tell, that just turned out to
I,
be vidIQ just kind of being it kind of a pain in the ass plugin.
yeah,
mm,
we'll get there. So,
Yeah.
here's some responses to this tweet because no, well, there are two people who I specifically know of and like really like who kind of had L takes on this, but we'll get to
oh
those in
no.
a sec.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I mean it's not like, oh, Sniper Wolf shouldn't have been punished. It's, oh, this is fine.
Yes.
Which,
Ah,
I mean, I
yeah,
can understand because initially I was like, oh, okay, sure, I respect that. Although both sides kind of cringe. I have
yeah.
since rescinded that. This is absolutely not enough because, first of all, they don't tell us how temporary this shit is.
Yeah.
Now, if it's like 6 months or even 3 months, then okay, sure. It's not like it's still a slap on the wrist, but at least it's like a hard slap that it might hurt for a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it's like a month, like Act Man, which, by the way, I have a
Which
metric
Ackman did not
to
deserve.
know. Yeah, honestly. But if it's a month like Ackman, I'm gonna piss. I'm gonna scream and shit. Because Axeman got a month for joking about doxing. Joking.
Yeah.
Well, what was it exactly that got J Station ultimately banned? Because it was something similar.
Faking his girlfriend's death, I believe.
Yeah.
That was all it was, huh? That was enough to get banned. Like,
I mean,
it was,
I
it
would
was a
say that it's
number
pretty
of
bad.
other things. That was definitely like they just kind of finally decided this will be what we say it's for.
it
you
was it was
know?
Death of 1,000 Cuts, and just that was the last cut.
Yeah. That was the
Yeah.
last. Yeah, exactly. I think that's, but it is just funny if you look at that just without context and you're like, yeah, they banned J Station for that, but like fucking Sniper Wolf's fine.
Sniper
Really?
Wolf can just straight up post a man's
It'd
whole
just
ass
be like
house.
this you and post an IP address and be just fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So some comments.
Yes.
Ricky Berwick, of course, coming out with, and I thought I was disabled. Do the best thing and remove her off your platform, Jesus Christ. Based Ricky Berwick.
Love to hear it.
Dolan Dark, quote, behavior on both sides? I don't recall Jack showing up at Sniper Wolf's house and posting it online.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
We got Circle Tunes posting a clip from his video on the subject, which you should go watch. What are you gonna say?
I was gonna say, there's a content creator, Swell Entertainment, who she posts some pretty interesting videos. I like her shit, but she said
I watched her video. It
yeah,
was about it. It was great.
but in her video where she's like, you're a woman content creator who has like a massive platform. There's no way in hell you've never seen like a fucking weirdo like do something out of pocket like this.
Yeah, she mentioned that, and also she pointed out how like unfortunate this is for women to have to be like, we all have to be on her side apparently. Like, no, she's fucking she's wrong. Like, women don't have to support her. Nobody has to support her. She's full of shit.
I mean, I agree. She's like,
but there's like a weird like thing apparently that you're not like supporting the girls if you're not on her side or something.
That's
I mean,
a strange mentality to have, because
yeah,
you never hear that with like men.
yeah.
Well,
you're not supporting the boys.
It's
if you're
kind of
supporting
similar.
Jack's
I would say it's kind of like a boys club thing. You could equate it to that. Like, it's just kind of passing off stuff that shouldn't happen as just, oh, it's just part of being whatever.
Yeah,
like
part of being
I don't know.
YouTuber, or part of being like,
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I guess so.
But she had a very good video about it, and what were you saying about it?
Yeah.
You go ahead.
I'm a little drunk. I forgot what I was saying.
We're all
completely understandable.
I'm a little lightweight.
I know.
I smoke a lot of weed, but I don't drink as much as when I was like 22.
Same.
I drank a ton, but
yeah, same.
I'm gonna pour my third shot
Shit,
here.
I forgot where my PDN files go.
Oh god, it's happening now.
Yep.
Yeah. Like I said, this is my last one, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to finish
poured that
it.
shot to the brim. God damn it.
I'll always remember there was
Good job.
There's a clip of Larry King trying the Crystal Skull vodka where he goes, and so begins the ruination.
The ruination.
Yeah, that's
I'm
what
dying.
I think every time I start drinking.
I love
I'm
Larry
dying.
King,
You've poisoned me.
Rest in peace.
What have you done to me?
I love how as he's drinking that, he's like discussing how it doesn't have glycol and it's not as smooth. And Larry King,
Is he supposed to have glycol?
Larry King's like, oh god.
Larry King's like 97 years old at this point, right?
Yeah.
He takes a fucking drink of this, and it sounds like a shotgun hit him. He's coughing so much. I love it,
man.
Which the gin I'm not sponsored by does go down pretty smooth for gin, so.
Hey, nice.
Salute.
The rum that I'm not sponsored by, which I'm gonna say something bad about it. So Bacardi Black Rum, it is foul, and I don't use that word lightly. I'm gonna take another sip of it though.
Black rum, huh?
Kids do as I say, not as I do.
Exactly.
Oh,
In this place, yeah, do as we say, not as we do.
yeah. Good lord.
Cool. Fuck.
I'm still looking for this
Oh yeah.
this effect that I have, and I forgot. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, we're a
I
little
I
fucked
need
up
to
here.
I need to take a second. I'm
Technical human
glad that we did the
difficulties.
sponsor read at first, because we probably have done it like a few minutes ago,
Yeah. Which,
and
hey,
we wouldn't
would've
have been
forgotten
in a
of
great
everything.
state to do that.
I got a story while
Oh.
you're looking if you want. Just a quick
Oh no,
touch
no!
on that.
While y'all were talking, I decided to go and work on the thumbnail a little bit, and I got stun locked on where the hell to find my.
New templates.
Let's continue.
Yeah.
So Inferno Omni responds with a screenshot from, I think this is Advanced Wars. If the penalty for a crime is a fine, then that law only exists for the lower class. Very
Yeah.
cool, very based. Nerd City says if YouTube employees actually watch YouTube, would that be too meta?
Huh.
Playing in on of course our favorite tweet from YouTube about reacting to a reaction video.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Excuse me. We got the HD Pickles, who is a follower of mine, saying, "Slap on the wrist. Good job. Do better, or people are going to get bigger authorities to handle your gross incompetence on the issue. Very cool, very based. I don't know how I didn't see this until today." His profile picture is the Pickles, of course, the famous brand from Deadly Premonition.
Oh yeah.
The Pickles in Comic Sans. I'm sure there are more here, but we should probably. Oh,
Yeah. I'm trying to
who
find
is
where
that?
to put it. Because
Oh,
I
okay.
tweeted something on it. Go on.
We have Did I? Is this? I'm sorry. Hold on.
No, you're good.
I'm looking through my tabs.
I tweeted.
Okay, sweet. All right. There's this one thing. So a reply to this from Jacksepticeye. Oh, top of the morning to ya.
Hello, that is.
Says, wait, both sides? Criticism and parody are not the same as doxing. And the funniest fucking thing happened.
Oh god.
In the replies,
Oh no.
someone says, "Sorry, bro. You were actually harassing her, bro." So this person,
Ugh.
this beautiful boy, Shaddyland, at I am actually I'm not gonna out him by his at, because I don't want to send shit his way,
Yeah.
because he's already got enough of it.
Yeah.
He actually mistook Jacksepticeye for Jackfilms.
Oh, base.
What a dude. What a dude. I'm gonna send that to him. What a dude. What a
Yeah, tell him
dude.
that. Nobody go and tell him that, but you tell him that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll tell him that.
He'll do it
I'm
for
doing
you.
this as an individual and not because someone directed me to it.
Understandable.
So
Yeah, I got my tweet, which
go ahead with yours.
I want to discuss. I said we shouldn't be praising this company for doing the bare fucking minimum, which I agree. Yeah, why am I saying I agree? It's my own fucking tweet. Oh god,
I agree with myself.
I agree with myself. Yeah.
I mean, I agree with myself too. So hey,
But yeah, no, it's like we should not be praising YouTube for turning off someone's monetization when they're, like
I found the effect. Yes.
Hell yeah.
Sorry.
Hell yeah.
You're good.
I just got really excited about that.
It's just yeah, YouTube could have done this a lot sooner, and I'm hoping that at the very least, because I mentioned this in our chat, I hope at the very least that she gets as long as fucking Logan Paul got for showing a dead body.
How long did he get, actually?
Oh, good
It was
question.
like a month or two, I think.
I think it was
That's way too short. Holy shit.
I mean, I will say, like, Logan Paul, yes, the victims of the body, like, potentially, yeah. But this is a situation where she's like frightening people that are alive and still living, and like I feel like it's worse. I just feel like this is worse.
Oh yeah.
Because
Oh
it's
yeah.
not even like
Absolutely.
that was just Logan being an idiot and not thinking and showing a thing.
Yeah,
This is
as
her this is a content creator going out of her way to go after someone who was talking about her like and criticizing her, you
yeah,
know.
as callous as it sounds, the dead guy in that YouTube video ain't really suffering
He
from,
ain't going nowhere.
yeah, he's not suffering from the things that Logan Paul has done. Whereas,
You could say his
Jack's
family might have
films,
suffered some indignity, but not
fair.
necessarily like I don't think that's worse than the living victims having to be scared in this way.
Yeah,
Because like
exactly.
because Swell Entertainment pointed out like it doesn't take her doing something to Jack or Aaron. It takes one of her 5 million followers going, "This is how I will get my queen to let me sniff her butthole."
Exactly. Maybe not the
Yes.
butthole part, but
That
I understand.
she said something
enough.
about that. It wasn't in that quite in that context, but
Yeah.
yes. Yeah, no, it all takes is one crazy guy, one Unabomber, thinking he's gonna win over his queen, or edgy teenager, or I mean, like even just Sniper Wolf herself, even clearly. Because her sister was like, haha, guns, haha, what do you mean he can't fight?
Yeah.
Like, even just them are threatening enough in their own way. But like
Yeah,
all it takes is one person.
I don't understand, and I saw this take in your chat, and I had to I can't tag people on the mobile
Oh,
chat,
okay. I think you
so
do
I
add
couldn't.
and then whatever, but
Yeah,
It's a
I just
pain.
yeah, it's a pain.
yeah.
But I really wanted to respond directly to this because there was someone in your chat who was basically just like, oh well, Jackfilms scared of a girl,
Huh.
like, haha, funny meme, but also like it's not her that he would be scared of, it's the things that her fans would do, you
It's also
know?
like, it's entirely possible for a small woman to have a gun.
Yeah, that too, because she confirmed owns guns. She's gone shooting with guns. She's like, she lives in Arizona, which is one of the, best states to have guns in. It's, she is a gun person.
Yeah.
So it's
Which
entirely
is which
possible
is
that she was
fine.
carrying. Yeah, that's fine. Honestly, I'm a supporter of the Second Amendment. I think that we should arm minority groups because that's based. But like there is the possibility, a very high possibility that Sniper Wolf could have been packing at that point. You
Right.
know.
Well, I mean, the sister implied as such.
Well, yeah, I
Probably wasn't
choose
necessarily true, but she
I
did imply
choose
as
to
such.
take that whatever happened to driving by someone's house. I choose to interpret that as just a really stupid comment that she didn't
Mhm.
think about the implications of.
Yeah, that's
But
fair.
even still, she said that she was there, that she and Sniper Wolf were there for a confrontation.
Yeah,
You
Right.
know,
And why they wanted to fight, yeah.
yeah, at the very least. So yeah,
yeah.
that's a stupid take from a stupid person. If you're listening, stupid person, sucks to be you, stupid.
Yep, that
Yeah, I
has to
don't know who said that
suck.
in chat. I mean,
I didn't take note of their username.
I
It's not one that I recognize.
I think I think I said something to the effect of like there is a I don't know, maybe I'm reaching with this, but it feels dangerously close to that like women can't rape a man, like
Yeah,
I wouldn't mind if a woman came to my house like
Boomer Brain is going to be the end of us as a species, and I just
Yeah.
know it.
yes. Yeah, I don't know. It's like I don't know, man. Just have at least some standards for like
Yeah,
life.
good lord, please, for your sake, buddy. All right, let me get back to where I was. Okay, so like they bad punishment. Everyone's
Right.
laughing at YouTube. However, good lord, that's nothing compared to. Well, it's not nothing. In fact, it's more compared to what Sniper Wolf got. But Sniper Wolf's tweet based on this was funnier. So let me. I don't have. I closed the tab. I'm stupid. So no, here it is. October the 20th at 12:37 p.m. Eastern. At 1:18 p.m. Eastern, Sniper Wolf posted.
Yeah.
Quote. I'm quoting this directly. Any errors, unless I clarify.
Sick.
Any errors, unless I clarify, are in the text of the tweet.
Yeah.
Quote. Let me start by saying I'm sorry for my recent actions, semicolon. It is inexcusable. I'm sorry to Jackfilms.
Just the one.
YouTube, the entire creator community, and my incredible fans for not being a better example for appropriate conflict resolution. Jackfilms. While we certainly don't see eye to eye and have our differences, I am sorry for reacting the way I did when I should have taken the opportunity to show young creators how adults and professionals resolve conflict by communicating directly, respectfully, and privately, semicolon. Not for views or content, but a meaningful example of how conflict should be solved. Out of quote, I should say, that's a hell of a run-on sentence. Back to the quote.
Yeah.
I will reach out directly and hope we can find some time to connect and communicate respectfully. I'd also like to thank YouTube for holding me accountable. I deserve it. Respect the decision and appreciate the opportunity to learn and grow from a true lapse in judgment.
A
Well, it's just a
continuous
laugh.
lapse in judgment. A
She
constant
really,
continuous.
she really. Speaking of Logan Paul in the forest,
Yeah.
she pulled that same line.
I
Oh, by the way, I ended the quote, with the lapse in judgment part. That's the end of the quote. Also, she really just said the man's name wrong.
I mean,
yeah,
I
no,
got-
I should
Jackfilms.
turn this down a bit.
I got a theory
I-
that that was ChatGPT.
Everyone
No,
has that.
yeah, I said the same thing in the
This
stream
is-
specifically because when the Gollum devs did their Chat GPT apology, it also said like
Lord
the
of
Lord
Ring.
of Ring, yeah.
Oh yeah.
So like
we gotta
Ch-
talk about that
Jack's
in a minute.
film kind of sounds similar to that. To
Jack's film.
Give me one
And
second,
and the
I'll be
fact
right
that it
back.
says
Grab
it-
another drink.
Okay.
You're
The
good.
fact that it says it twice,
Yeah,
like if it
it's-
was just one misspelling or whatever, she says it twice.
Here's the thing. It's either intentional and she's like, doing this petty fucking, oh, gotcha, I spelled your name wrong.
Yeah.
Or it's Chat GPT. I'm not sure which one looks worse, honestly.
I would easily
real quick.
believe.
I'm going to adjust my pop filter.
Okay. Yeah, I would easily believe that it's Chat GPT. I have no trouble believing that. It's a very stock bog standard response message. It's not even really it's not even like I don't even know how you would really count this compared to like the Miranda Sings video or something. Because
Yeah, it's
just
a non
tweet.
it's a non-apology really. And
I
also
mean,
she
it's
posted it.
It's better than Chris Chan's apology, you know?
Well, Christian didn't apologize.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Okay. I forgot it was her birthday for a second. So I want to say, Sniper Wolf really chose the one platform she has the least followers on.
Oh yeah.
Because she has 34 million YouTube subscribers just on her main channel alone. She has 5.6, I believe, million Instagram followers. She has 1.1 million followers on Twitter, which is a lot of followers for a Twitter account.
Yeah.
But, like, this is her smallest platform. She's apologizing here, which I think is probably intentional. She hasn't apologized on any of the other platforms that I know of.
Yeah.
So
no need for
Yeah,
a YouTube apology.
Her latest video is not an apology. It's another upload. It doesn't have
another
any
fucking
comments.
TikTok compilation because she removed comments. She
Yeah.
disabled them for the most recent.
I'm about to say I don't know how long that's been, so I don't know if that's like a new feature.
Yeah,
or
she-
not, but
She did it on, I think, the 2 most recent, maybe the 1 most recent, and she also did it on the one that was uploaded immediately before she did the doxing.
yeah,
Mm.
So Chat GPT asked apology.
very.
And
Yeah.
then
ChatGPT
our
apology.
our favorite character in this saga, the Twitter community notes, says SSSniperwolf posted this apology shortly after YouTube announced that they had punished her for her actions, even though the situation is already a week old as of this apology. And then that's a link to Team YouTube's tweet.
Yeah,
She-
it's important to note that it was very shortly, like the space between the two of them was very short.
It was
which one came first?
the YouTube thing. It
The
was
YouTube thing came first.
30.
Okay.
Sniperwolf posted her apology 31 minutes after Team YouTube clarified that. 31 minutes.
So, like, if it had at least been like a day, I don't
hour.
think people would
Even
a
have,
couple
even an
hours.
hour.
like a full hour. I mean, even then, I think it would have. But like, sure, even like, but like within the hour, it reminds me. I'm gonna go back. It's a poll. It reminds me of Game Journo Pros or some shit. Like
God.
you can't tell me that there isn't.
Stop. I'm having flashbacks.
You can't tell me that there isn't something kind of fucking sus about the timing.
Oh yeah.
I'm
oh
sorry.
yeah. There's no way that she hasn't been in contact with YouTube closely during this whole thing.
Yeah, well,
There's
I'm
no way.
certain there's absolutely somebody at you, like, whatever you have to say about special treatment, somebody at YouTube had to like pull her aside and be like, Leah, what the fuck are you doing?
Hey, buddy, listen.
What is going on? This
Well, 'cause-
is
'cause
insane.
after-
Your
Bestie, what are
sister
you
is
doing?
making this look worse, and like,
Yeah. Well, see,
Yeah.
after a certain
Insane.
point, like, if you look back, I don't know if they just still do it, but at a certain point, as you're a YouTuber, they'll give you a rep because
Yeah.
supposedly, I don't have one.
yeah, it used to be at a
The
certain
cutoff
point, they
is
moved it up.
190K.
Oh God! Well, see, we're almost there.
Oh,
Sub today, everybody.
yeah.
see, by saying that, they've now pushed it to 250K.
Ah, shit.
believe that.
I shouldn't have said anything.
Every time you think it goes a little higher.
Ooh, I got
Yeah.
a burp coming, but it's not coming.
Yeah, no, like you.
Drunk
Stop.
podcast, ladies and gentlemen.
Drunk podcast, pretty
Woo!
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
I like this. If it wasn't for my liver, I'd do this more often.
Exactly.
Understandable. God, like YouTube, they've got such an like. Here's the thing: for them, this is a double-edged situation because she brings in, not a small amount of profit, probably at least like a little bit for them, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully.
It's like at 34 million,
You
she
got-
should at least
you gotta
providing
hope.
something.
You gotta hope that this is for a reason.
Ooh,
yeah.
there it is. Excuse me, fine listeners.
Fuck, excuse me too. But yeah, no, like they gotta do something more to actually show that she's getting punished, I think.
Yeah, it's this is a half measure at best.
Yeah, it's like if they're not gonna ban her, which
At least do something.
yeah, I'd say remove her ability to post for at least 2 weeks, at least.
That of course on top of the
Yeah, on top of
demonetization.
the
I mean,
monetization.
I think I've talked before. Well, she's not gonna post at all if she's demonetized. I would
mean-
say
no,
like
she's been posting.
She's still posting. She posted one today, so I think she just got them all in like a queue because I don't think reacting to
that's
TikToks
possible,
is
yeah.
very. I don't think that's
Yeah,
very
she
hard.
probably gets them all done in like the space of a couple of hours,
Oh yeah,
and then just sends them off to the
whatever
editors.
YouTuber dreams, and that's called batch recording. Because
Yep.
I know.
God,
everyone
I wish we
wants to
could batch
do-
record these things.
Oh, same here.
That'd be great.
Well, we just got to do more of a hyperfixations and just save them. That's what we need to do.
For real, honestly,
Say-
like
like,
if
oh,
it
we're
wasn't
having
for
a shit
being
day.
drunk,
Yeah.
if it wasn't for being drunk, I would want to do the Doctor Who one right now.
Oh, that'd be great.
I think we should probably do that one this
Yeah.
week. At least record it this week.
We should do.
If not this week, next week, because we got plenty of time. I kind of want to get it like up on like on the anniversary date for like
Yeah,
everywhere.
exactly.
Yeah, it's
I-
kind of
Everywhere
like same with Silent Hill one a
simultaneously.
little bit for public
What
use.
day is the anniversary again?
November 23rd.
So maybe for the 11th, for 11/11, we can
Ooh.
do Elder Scrolls.
Oh, I like that.
Oh shit.
Oh, I
Yeah.
like that. I
Yeah.
like that.
I'm
We've been
down for
12th
planning on
anniversary
doing
of Skyrim.
we've been planning on doing Elder Scrolls for a while. I wanted to float the idea of doing other types of like hyperfixation kind of stuff, or maybe like a different, it doesn't have to be the same series, but like
Yeah.
maybe a top 10 games list or something like that. You know,
I would
some,
like
get
that.
that.
I think that would be a lot of fun.
I've got
Especially
some-
for drinking.
I got some ideas for a top 10 games list, but I know at least like two of them people want to kill me for, so I'm down.
Or
for
it could be, well, yeah, you're gonna have fucking Avengers on there.
Somewhere.
We're gonna I mean, it could be like top 10 underrated games or something that's like maybe a little more specific than that. But
Oh, then definitely.
I
Yeah,
would be
you
going
know.
on
down for that.
well,
Anyway,
there you go.
we should probably get back to the
Oh yeah, sure.
soon. Yeah.
Okay, so Sniper Wolf's apology was not very well received. We have our favorite character, of course, community notes, saying, Sniper Wolf posted an apology shortly after YouTube announced it. Oh, I already said that.
Yep.
I didn't get to the second half, though. She also mocked Jackfilms in an Instagram short story shortly after the situation happened. And that's the we show up at your house, what do you do thing.
Yeah, which
So,
Wait,
I'm gonna
that
go over...
was that the same day?
it was
That
about a
was
day
the morning after.
Wait, after?
The
Yes.
morning, the
Oh,
morning
the morning after
the,
the doxing.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I
okay.
have some responses here. Let me order these because I put them all after the big thing that people are kind of getting wrong. So give me a sec. The Aaron ones are really good. All right, so that's a bit of a spoiler. So I'm gonna do one from the real Sully G, of course, instrumental to the last video and also kind of to this video as well.
I haven't watched his stuff. I should.
Huh?
I've seen some
I
of his
haven't watched
covers.
his stuff. I should see some of his stuff sometime.
Yeah, he does those automaton videos where he like does meme songs or popular songs in automatones
Yeah.
and then like remakes like the music video or a video to like go alongside it. Like I think his most recent video is Skibbity Toilet, which no matter what you feel about that, it's popular.
Yeah.
I will say the actual song, if you don't hear it a million times, it's not the worst thing in the world.
Yeah, I also like that you know, Gmod shit posts are becoming in vogue again. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vinny pointed out how weird it is that it's just like the cycle has happened and like the
Yeah.
new generation has Gmod.
It is like we live in a vicious cycle. It's never going to end.
So so going back to the responses,
Yeah.
yeah.
this one is from Green Text Reposter, which is just, you know, Green Text from 4chan. Just posted on his Twitter account, and it's not related at all, but I just love it so much. I have an announcement. I just took a shit and it only took 3 wipes to clear. That got me. I'm a bit far gone. So we have
There's nothing wrong with
Matt
that,
Beat.
brother.
Mr. Beat, Matt Beat, commonly mistaken for Mr. Beast. He's a history
Mr.
YouTuber,
Beat.
as well as civics and other stuff like that. I think he's actually a social studies teacher.
There is a very good song by King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard called Mr. Beat, so I'm all
Nice.
on board for this guy.
He's cool. I like him.
I've never heard of him, but sure.
He says, "Stop freebooting videos," which succinct,
Yeah.
right on the nose, based. We have
Yeah.
Ricky Berwick. Of course, Ricky Berwick, a frequent player, posting into ChatGPT, "Write me a short apology tweet," and it gives him something about as generic as Sniper Wolf's apology.
Well, it's so generic that it's like whether or not you get exactly word for word, it's going to be like, yeah, I mean, either way, I could believe it.
Yeah. We have
Also,
Opera
I-
G.
I-
Go ahead.
I just want to point out real quick that like a big part of what led to this, I think, is that Jack, you know, Jack's whole thing was that she isn't crediting people in her videos, her TikTok stuff. And finally his videos were starting to really make an impact. I even left a comment on one a little while ago that was like, the great thing now is that, like, either, she gives credit, and like either she doesn't give credit and people call her out for it, or she gives credit and then people go and tell that person that she stole their video.
Yeah,
And like
it's
Which
kind of
I
win-win.
respect.
she kept, like, each new Jack video, like Jack video kept being like, hey, another person reached out and said that they were sick of their content being stolen. There was one that it seemed a little bit over the top at the time, but like with all we know now, I don't know. It was this person that was like, yeah, years ago they stole my content and it made me feel really bad and like put me in a weird place and all this stuff. And yeah, I don't know. Like, people have been continually messaging Jack in the streams and being like, "Yeah, she stole my shit, so I filed a copyright thing, and now 8 seconds are gone from the video, or however long, like, she spent looking at my thing. It's now gone, and now it's under the limit needed to be monetized properly."
Yeah,
So like that would they would be like, yay, win in the fucking bingo streams. And that kept happening. And I think the reason, like, partially, I think, yeah, it finally, got to that point where she went to his place was because that it kept getting more and more. Like it was like every other upload was like Mikey Skates or some other person that had their shit stolen would be like talking to Jack, and they would be like talking, and he would be like, yeah, if you feel like your stuff is stolen, go and file a copyright claim, and
yeah, and
telling people how to
tell you
do it.
how.
Yeah, and like she
It's
was
smart.
probably getting fucking pissed that this kept happening because a number of videos were getting under the AdSense thing now. And like
Yeah.
I don't know, she probably just snapped and was like, fuck this guy. Because like what he
Yeah,
was doing was clearly having an effect. So yeah.
I mean,
It's worth pointing out that the actual victims of Sniper Wolf here are like rising up against her, and yeah, it's a
which
whole thing.
it's funny.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
So, continuing with the responses to this, we have let's see here. I think most of the ones that I have in separate tabs are responses to this. So, oh, oh, all right. So, I've seen a video from Internet Anarchists pop up in my recommended. So I know that this is a person who does like a lot of stuff on YouTube. Followed by Wendigoon, Actman, and Justin Wang.
I
Cool,
think I've seen his
cool.
stuff, yeah.
Yeah, like I've had his videos recommended to me a couple times. I don't think I've watched any, but I should change that. So he just posts a video, not a video, a screenshot, presumably from putting all of this text into a thing to detect if it's AI generated. 88.57% AI GPT generated.
Absolutely, yeah.
That's a 88.57% chance, of course.
Yeah, it's not 100%, but like I don't know. Like even if you just said to someone, "Hey, write up a fucking like."
Yeah,
I
like
don't
if
know. That's the
this
most generic thing. You
if
don't even need an AI to write it.
if this wasn't written by ChatGPT, it was absolutely written by a PR team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a PR team that
Speaking of
did not
which,
know what they were supposed to be writing.
if you go into the hidden replies, because there are hidden replies to this tweet, both two of the three hidden replies are ChatGPT apology, and hi ChatGPT, I need you to make an apology that sounds really really smart and stuff like that. And then the third one is both of her mugshots, which
Oh, nice.
yeah. I think after three she decided, wait, hold on. So maybe I should not hide all of these responses. That might look bad.
Yeah, not good for you.
Oh yeah. So let's go over some more responses to this. We have Philly D, Philip DeFranco, the beautiful bastard himself, the progenitor of all beautiful bastards, one might say.
Yes.
Saying,
Beautiful.
the more I sit... Yes, of course. He was the first.
Yes.
So he quote tweets not Sniperwolf's Team YouTube's confirmation that Sniperwolf is temporarily suspended from monetization. And he says, "The more I sit with this, the more it pisses me off. How the fuck are they both sides equating Sniperwolf putting another creator's life in danger by showing up in the middle of the night and broadcasting the outside of their home for their millions of followers, with Jack posting a bunch of videos critiquing and parroting her?" Which, yeah, very based Jack film.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah.
I mean,
However, not everyone is quite as based as Mr. Philip DeFranco, and I'm gonna be a bit harsh, but I really do like Eckhart's Ladder's videos. Eckhart's Ladder is a Star Wars, Halo, I think Star Trek.
Never heard
He
of him.
posts a lot of really good videos.
Yeah.
However, he kind of has some L takes on Jackfilms and Sniperwolf. He had his first one a few months ago where he was insinuating that Jack is just doing this for the money.
Yes.
And basically saying that his JJ Jackson's channel comes off as kind of creepy. And
Well, yeah, that's what I was saying on the stream is like there's
Yeah,
an inherent thing where you look at this and like I think we all kind of immediately have that thing of like this is just a guy harassing a woman.
yeah, it's
For a second, you're
it's the
like, yeah, this is
bias.
a whole channel dedicated to him and it's named after her and it's all about her. And like it won't always be because I think he wants to talk about like Quebblecop and other people like her.
Yeah.
But not exactly her.
Yeah,
you
he
know?
just hasn't had the
yeah.
chance to branch out because he was fucking doxxed.
Right, yeah. And so like I think that's a whole thing. Yeah, I don't know. There's generally a thing where people look at it. I remember saying that YMS mentioned that when he first heard about this, he was like, "Oh, maybe he's like a little too into this or whatever."
Yeah, it's
that kind of
it's the
thing,
bias.
basically. But
I
then he
understand.
watched like one video and he was like, "Oh, I get it immediately. He's
Yeah.
right." Yeah.
All right. Ooh, that's mostly Coke, and I'm still wincing.
Shit, I'll be right back in like 10-20 seconds. I'll grab another beer. Hang on.
Oh, sure.
All right.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
just to sort of BS for a little bit while he's gone. I've replied a bit to Eckhart's letter saying, hey, that's not the case. Either he's not seeing my replies or he's not paying attention, because I've told him basically the same thing both times, one of which was just the other day. And he I don't know. I understand where he's coming from with that. Because like Claw said, it's the bias that we all kind of have in us.
Yeah.
Where, this is a guy with stubble and a receding hairline, big ass forehead, fucking put a light switch on that shit.
Yeah.
And then you have a pretty woman with big boobie. Your brain obviously goes, well, obviously this innocent woman is not at fault. Obviously it's the creepy
she can't
man.
do anything wrong. Yeah. Have you seen his hairline?
Yeah, big forehead.
Yeah.
But it's I understand why he has that bias, but it's strange that he hasn't, after everyone's called him out for his opinion, that he's like sticking to it.
I mean, is
So
it possible
now-
he just wants to fuck Sniperwolf?
No, I don't think so. I know
then it's
Eckhart's
like-
I mean, he's married with a kid.
Okay.
So I don't think that's the case. I just think either he hasn't looked too much into it or he just has that opinion, and yeah. I'm not gonna be like upset at Eckhart's Ladder. In fact, genuinely, listeners, if you're into Star Wars, if you're into Halo, go watch his content. Just don't follow him on Twitter.
There's some people like that, you know.
There's some people where
So
it's like,
just-
oh, your takes are so stupid, but you make good content.
Yeah.
Hey.
And I mean,
Yeah,
honestly,
like
for the
Vote
most
Saxon.
Yeah.
I will say there was a really good video
It's
from
not
this is
acceptable.
unrelated completely. Really good video from us. I think his channel Spaceman Scott, and he was talking about how he was not even just a fan of Vote Saxon. He was like super inspired by him and wanted to make his whole channel
Legitimately
because
same.
of him. Yeah,
Well,
and
not quite to that extent, but like I modified my 10th Doctor Sonic screwdriver because of that dude.
yeah, the
Then he murdered
modification
his pregnant
madness
girlfriend.
theories. Yeah, he sure did do that. Yeah,
Oh yeah,
He did.
allegedly.
I'm not even hiding behind allegedly at this
Uh,
point. If
we're
he
close.
gets off free, fuck it, I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
whatever.
Anyway,
I'm still
we're
gonna
getting
think I'm
sidetracked.
gonna assume that he did.
So, in response to Philly D's tweet,
Yeah.
Eckhart Slider says it's clearly not equated if one person is punished and the other isn't. However, I don't understand how one can look at Jack's channel with near daily uploads dedicated to a single creator as the type of behavior they'd want to encourage. Again,
I
I
would
recommend Eckhart's.
agree to an extent that it is a
Yeah,
little
like
weird that the whole channel is named after her and everything. They do have a
yeah,
rule about that.
it is fair to say. However, saying that he's not completely in the right here is kind of strange because he is
Yeah.
completely in the right here.
Yeah.
He's like
No,
even if
he's
you
not.
looking at it from the outset,
Yeah.
it looks kind of suspicious. However, once you get into it, you know, you see that he's doing this to credit the creators, to point out how repetitive her content is, and also just making a dumb, fun little game about it on his Twitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And man, like it's funny because her content is so bad, but his streams about it are a lot of fun, you know?
Yeah, like I'm not even the type of person who heavily dislikes Sniper Wolf. I don't really care that much. I mean, I care that like reaction YouTubers and reaction streamers are just kind of taking content. But like at the end of the day, the Sniper Wolf isn't quite as bad as XQC and Hassan, where
Yeah.
they'll
Well,
just
no,
get
because
up.
I did say on stream I felt that she's a little worse because Sniper Wolf's whole thing is actually edited and like it's put out there like it's finished content. Those guys are at least just live while they do that. But then they will also put that up on their channels as like Hassan reacts or whatever. So
Well,
I guess it's about the
I think
same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hassan, to give him some credit, I don't think he puts them
Hassan's
up
been getting
himself,
better.
but I think
Hassan,
someone
whatever you gotta
put them up.
whatever you gotta say about Hassan, while he will
Yeah.
keep up a video for his idiot fan base, when he actually talks about things and he's there, he actually has stuff to say. I
Yeah,
don't really agree with a
Hassan.
lot of it, but he has stuff to say.
Yeah.
Hassan is a nepo baby. Hassan has left the fucking videos playing while the
Went to
camera's
go like
pointing at his empty
this.
chair.
Yeah.
But at the very least, he is like a somewhat intelligent guy, and I don't think he's a
To an
bad
extent.
person. Like looking at his getting into a bit of real world trademark stuff. I've seen him go on like Piers Morgan and talking about the stuff happening with Palestine and Israel, and he's very eloquent when he says stuff like that, and it sucks because he's the guy who fucking
Heartbreaking, the
gets
worst
up.
person you know made a good point.
See, that's the thing. I don't even think he's the worst person I think he's just he
He
has that bit of entitlement that
yeah.
makes it so that he thinks, oh yeah, of course I'm gonna get up while this video is playing. I'm here to entertain chat, and this is something that I'm using to entertain chat.
Yeah,
It's that bit of entitlement.
right.
We keep
Eh,
getting sidetracked.
That would
That's
So I'm gonna dig into Eckhart's Ladder a little bit more here because he quote tweets the Team YouTube thing and says that YouTube did the right thing here. I honestly do believe that what he did at the very least approached harassment, but doxing is completely over the line. Obviously, see again, L take, but like the rest of that is completely accurate.
yeah.
Doxing is absolutely over the line for anything. Maybe except like, oh, this person murdered my mother. I'm going to tell everyone where he lives or something like that.
yeah.
But like, he replies to that saying, "I'm not saying the behaviors are equally bad. By the way, he uses the English spelling despite being Canadian, so that's cringe." Oh,
No, that's
what's
just what we do here.
oh that sucks.
Yeah, it is kind of
Yeah,
rude.
we had used to a bunch of words that aren't necessary. It's
Polar.
very dumb.
Yeah.
I love that
So
one. Polar. It's like, come on.
He says,
Allure.
I'm not saying the behaviors are equally bad, but if you dedicate an entire channel to one person with daily uploads, you're starting to enter harassment territory. She needs to be punished, but he obviously doesn't. But YouTube is correct to recognize his part in escalating. I do,
But it's not escalating. He was just criticizing
yeah.
her.
At the very least, I understand why he would think that it's escalating, but
Yeah.
like, I just don't see why this guy is not seeing that it's primarily about crediting the creators, you know?
Because some
Yeah.
people are
I
kind
don't
of
know.
dumbasses.
Understandable, but Eckhart's Ladder is usually like a very smart dude. Like he makes great videos about like different ships in Star Wars, how they would do against like, you know, certain other ones. It's
Yeah.
he makes good content. He makes great content. It's just this one thing he has the bad take on.
Yeah, he's got like blinders on for this, but
Yeah, it's I don't know.
That's a shame.
Like again, I keep reiterating this because I really do genuinely think his content is great.
yeah.
And honestly, if any of you are into Star Wars, Halo, what else is on his channel? I don't feel like pulling it up.
Nerd
Sorry.
stuff, yeah.
Yeah,
Nerds.
yeah. He goes into like space battles and stuff, tactics that certain people used in certain battles, how ships, you know, interact with each other, and how you know
That's a
one
cool
might
stuff.
go against the other. Lore conversations. He makes great videos, and honestly, I think he's a cool dude. Given all of his other tweets, it's just kind of L
Maybe
on this
he's
one.
not maybe he's not informed about this, you know, in
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
way that he
this is
should
a
be.
bit of an L take on his end.
Also, I guess I'm going to go into the other L take, and it's not really an L take. I think it's just an L initial reaction.
Yeah.
I don't have the direct quote for this, and I don't feel like going to get it.
By the way,
Uh,
shoutouts to Sniperwolf for giving us basically 2 full episodes of
Oh,
content.
fuck yeah!
Yeah, hey,
Yeah.
this is
She's
perfect
gonna
for me.
she's gonna steal her content. We're gonna talk about
We're
her.
gonna craft content.
Exactly.
Oh, I have a notification. Okay, that's not too important. It's just 2 letters. Okay. So the other L take, which is an L initial reaction, I think Actman has said more since then, but basically Actman initially retweeted Team YouTube's decision saying, "Yes, this is the good move." I don't have the exact quotes, but
Yeah.
I think Actman would agree that giving Sniperwolf equal punishment to him for, as opposed to joking about doxing, actually doxing,
doing it
it's
for
probably
5
not.
million people.
Yeah, it's probably not a good thing.
Yeah, I want to go back to, by the way, you
Yeah.
mentioned that she only apologized on her least followed platform. She
Oh, yeah.
doxed him on a significantly more popular
Yeah,
platform
Oh yeah,
for her.
five times more popular.
At least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
5.1 times more popular, actually, or actually 5.08.
Yeah, just saying. I don't know. Nice
Yeah.
apology, but
Cool. Wow.
Yeah.
Cool apology.
Too little, too
So I'm
late.
going a bit more into Philly D's tweet.
Yeah.
We have the real Sully G responding. Of course, real
Sully G and Philly
very
D.
based.
Wow.
Yeah.
A lot of letters.
So very based, very cool Sully G says the answer is clear because they are focused on the money and protecting SSSniperwolf at all costs. They are playing both sides and not even addressing some of the child exploitation that comes from her channel. Child exploitation concerns from her channel. They are 100% complicit.
Well, I
Very
mean, shit,
cool,
if
very
she's
based,
actually
very
putting
correct.
stuff on her channel with kids twerking or whatever, then that is just child exploitation on her channel. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Um,
didn't even realize it was that bad for her. I also want to point out, there was a thing that I was drawing heavy attention to on the stream earlier today. Again, 22nd of October, we recorded this. But it was a thing I only learned about from the comments of the Swell Entertainment video, which was that she apparently ghosted a 10-year-old dying of
Yes,
bone cancer.
I
Oh,
can't
yeah.
believe did I forget to mention that last
I
We
episode?
did.
I've never heard of that before today. So
Okay,
yeah,
yeah.
that is
So
possibly the worst thing. I've never I'm just gonna be honest. I'm allowed to hate a person, right?
Oh,
I've
fair.
never,
Yeah.
I've never hated a person more. Like, I've never hated her more than when I
Okay,
read
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Like, I've never
Yeah.
hated. Like, nothing else that I've heard about Sniper Wolf has bothered me as much as that about her.
Yeah. So the full
Hearing
story
that.
behind that is that a woman's daughter was a big fan of Sniper Wolf.
Yep.
And the woman reached out to Sniper Wolf saying, "Hey, my daughter has terminal cancer. Can we like arrange a meeting?" And Sniper Wolf was like, "Hell yeah, sure, that sounds great." And then that meeting time came and went, and Sniper Wolf was busy, quote unquote.
Oh
We're
no.
not actually sure what she was doing during that time, but I'm pretty sure it was during a convention. So she really could have just rescheduled.
Yeah.
Somebody in chat said it was during a dinner or something. Like she was busy at dinner. Like
Right.
whatever
So
it was, she could have
cool.
stepped away for a second.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, it would've
even
been worth
like even
dipping
just for
out.
like 5 minutes. So very cool, very based. Eventually, she did meet up with a child, call her, and stuff like that. As far as I know, but still, the fact that she like initially ghosted her, set a time, she set a time, and then during that time she was at dinner. Like,
Yeah.
listen, I'm a flaky fuck. I will I will plan something and then I just suddenly get sick and I'm all like, haha, hey guys, so I'm shitting my ass right now. We're gonna reschedule.
Yeah. No, I'll be
Like
like all ready to
that's
do
annoying.
something, and
That's
then I'm
annoying
just
as the person who does it.
I'm
I understand.
sleepy. Sorry, I can't go. Sorry, I have to sleep, and that's how I am. But yeah, no,
Yeah,
there's not really much excuse for this.
yeah, like it's annoying as the person doing it. Trust me, I know. I'll always feel bad about it. But like at the very least, you tell them.
All right.
Yeah.
You could at least go on the phone and say, "Hey, I'm busy now," or something, which might not even be even that might not be really good enough when it's like a cancer kid, but it is like, hey,
Yeah,
it's your time. Like ultimately, at least trying is all you can really do. But when you clearly have not even tried and you're like, no, I don't care. Whatever,
yeah,
you'll be dead soon anyway. Who cares? Like that's probably I
Yeah,
don't
it's
know.
it's
That's maybe
it's
a little
almost
dark,
on
but
that
that's
level though.
probably
yeah,
what she thought. Yeah, I don't know. That's just an assumption, but that's
Yeah.
I don't know. Nothing disgusted me about her more than that, and I've been hearing things about her for years that were not like particularly nice. You know about how she would bully people on Instagram, or she would whatever. She was charged with armed robbery and all of that. Nothing made me feel more strongly about her than that. Today. Just today of all days, I heard that, and I'm like, yeah, fuck her.
Yeah.
It's really
Claw,
hardcore fuck her.
claw,
What's up?
claw, Bane.
Yes. Yes.
Are you two ready for the sickest fucking cameo that you've ever seen?
Oh shit. All right.
I'm all down for it.
In
Yeah.
a reply to Philly D's tweet, we have the one, the only Onision
Oh
Oh
my
my
god.
god.
saying, "Where was this energy when an innocent man and his family were put in danger?" Now, listen,
Yes.
exceedingly
Return
rare
of the
W take
king.
from Onision. However, Onion Boy, Greg, do you know why you were banned from Patreon, buddy, pal?
Yeah.
He was banned for a lot of reasons.
The grand irony of
He
like
also
him coming
he
here.
also in this tweet he quote tweeted Onision documentary part 1. Another tweet from @Onision.
Of course he did.
And it is an hour-long video about fucking Kai and I
Oh,
see I see
Gina.
Chris Hansen there.
Yeah.
He still makes videos?
I think
I guess
so.
so. Maybe he does it exclusive to Twitter.
Let
Actually,
me
it's
guess. 'Cause
funny
I'm
to
not. Hold on.
it's
1 second. Let me guess. Is
Go ahead.
he without touching his Twitter? I'm guessing with clairvoyance here. He's verified, isn't he?
How'd you guess?
I mean, he should be. It is the real
Well,
like
no, no.
yeah.
I mean,
He's
yeah,
paying. No,
that's
he's paying.
fair.
He's paying.
Yeah,
Oh
he's
well,
Yeah,
paying for
Twitter,
yeah,
the
Twitter
he's
got
his he
removed.
he
whatever.
Yeah,
does he
unless
didn't
you're
get
like
that shit automatically.
Yeah.
Oh, was he not verified before?
I don't know.
He might have been,
I
but
feel like he might have been, but
well,
I
they
wouldn't
only
know.
kept like the most successful people as a part of the still actual verification. Everyone
Yeah,
else has
like
to
actual
pay.
celebrities.
Yeah.
I mean,
Onision is
like,
far from an actual celebrity as humanly possible.
Yeah, for real. So
yeah.
yeah, that's a fun cameo. So I have a few more responses to all of the shit that's happened.
Yes.
I'm going to go through them kind of quick. We have Triple Q, who makes great mashups, by the
Oh
way,
yeah.
Agreed.
saying, "Pretty sure that Sniper Wolf is better protected than some actual politicians out there.
I mean,
If Sniper Wolf was caught in the middle of the Israel war, I honestly believe YouTube would do everything in their power to actually stop it just so she could stay alive."
so what you're saying is effectively she could become the Jeffrey Epstein of YouTube, and YouTube would be fine with that too.
Possibly, yeah. Given
God,
given the events of the past week and a half, I believe it.
I'm trying to think who other than Onision could be the Jeffrey Epstein of YouTube.
Austin John.
Well, okay. Does it
Uh,
have to include the what happened to him at the end too? If we're calling him the
yeah,
Jeffrey
I was
Epstein
gonna
of
say
YouTube.
maybe J Station. J Station, of course, not like being the pedophilia thing, but
Yeah,
like
Yeah.
being
but
just kind of a really big piece of shit.
yep, and then also getting his career of two bullets in the back of his head. Yeah.
God, we can only hope. I'm sorry, did I say that?
You're good.
So we have the I have been on Yai subreddit official Twitter account.
Yes.
Very, very strange account to be having been existed.
I love
But
weird niche like multi-layered Twitter accounts like that. It's great.
yeah, they posted this screenshot from the Jackfilms parody of the Colleen Ballinger apology video.
Oh yeah.
Because he had people send in submissions for a Yai to be like an apology song.
Yeah.
And this one is the I have been on Yai subreddit submitting quote, "I'm sorry is what my team told me to say." And that's part of the song. If you guys are listening and you want to hear it, sorry. That's your answer.
Yeah, go
Nah,
go
but
check out
if you're
Jackson.
listening and you want to hear it, on Jackfilms' channel, it's called "Just Say You're Sorry." It was uploaded probably like 4 months ago, given my internal clock. Also, it's really fun to check the comments because there are Sniper Wolf simps and bots in there who are thinking that this is recent and about Sniper Wolf.
Oh nice.
It's fun to see. It's great.
That's fucking gold.
Oh yeah, it's great. So that's fun. We have Kayoya, a member of the I almost said Sniper Wolf, a member of the Jackfilms Creative Council, saying, quote, "YouTube basically wrote that it's okay to dox if you're a big enough creator. The platform is no longer safe. Also, quote, behavior from both creators. Bro, ellipses. One person was trying to make sure people got credited, and another committed a felony. Like, huh?
Yeah, do be like that.
Yeah, Kayoya's cool. Go
Always
follow
be
him.
like that.
It do. And then
Coyote
we
has
have
the mods, I think, on Jack's panel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
mod, creative council member,
Oh,
all
yeah.
around Jackfilms guy.
Cool.
Here we have this helpful infographic. The comment on this posted from SRV is here. I don't know who that is. That's just an account. Quote both sides. We have SSSniperwolf. It's like a list comparison thing. SSSniperwolf makes non-transformative reaction content. Oftentimes does not credit the content creators who made the content she is freebooting. Sometimes forgets to record her reaction to the content she took for her video. How do you forget to react in a reaction video? History of uploading sketchy videos on Omegle. Many of these are being taken down. No self-awareness whatsoever. Went to Jackfilms' house and posted it on her Instagram after he criticized her. Told her fans they could find his address on Google. And made a joke about going to his house in another Instagram post.
Okay, but okay, that's a
However,
lot. But Jack,
that's
Jack did this.
criticized and parodies Sniper Wolf's content.
I mean, that's pretty
That's
bad,
pretty
guys.
rough.
Also, he has a big forehead, which is
He has a
literally
really
unforgivable.
silly fucking hairline,
He
guys.
unironically kind of looks
Literally
like
unforgivable.
I don't know how to describe him other than I know he's older, but he looks like Jack Quaid's living stunt double. You know,
He looks like he
if
kind of
anyone knows
reminds me.
from Boys, but
Yeah, the pictures of Jack that are like the sort of press pictures or whatever.
The Yai Live stuff.
Yeah, it looks like the guy from, oh God, what was his name? Chris Hardwick or whatever, like
yeah, kind of
that
like
dude from back in the day.
I can see it. Yeah.
I could see him
I do wonder
hosting a
what-
game show or something.
I mean,
know,
yeah,
now that
that's
The Walking-
literally what
I
what
guess
those
that's
are
what it
for.
is, yeah.
Yai Live.
Speaking of, I wonder what
Yeah.
Chris Hardwick is doing now that there isn't any Walking Dead shows running currently.
Mm.
I don't know, but I will say, like, another thing. Shoutouts to Sniper Wolf. As much as I dislike her content, when I saw that Jack was talking about her and everything, I knew of Jack. I really liked his video where he interviewed people on like the beach or whatever about like, do you know
Yes.
any names of anybody from the movie Avatar? Do you know anybody from the movie Avatar?
Thanks to that video, I now know one character from Avatar.
Yeah, it's Sully or something,
Yeah,
I think is the
Sully.
main guy. Real Sully G. He was in Avatar. And oh yeah, and what's her
Oh
name?
my God, you're right.
What's her name from Ghostbusters was in there too. And yeah, like he did that and nobody could remember anything. Big huge popular movie, nobody remembered it. I love that video, but I never saw him, like I never watched too much of his stuff. Thanks to Sniper Wolf, I'm now like a Jack fan. So
Hell
at the
yeah.
very least, that has happened.
Cool backfire, Sniper
Yeah.
Wolf.
Yeah, bravo, Sniper Wolf.
Give me 1 sec. I'm
Mhm.
doing something for the thumbnail, and I don't have much mental capacity right now, so I'm just gonna do that.
And I'm
All right, so yeah, literally unforgivable. Jackfilms criticized Sniper Wolf and has a big forehead. That's so obviously both sides.
Really cringe.
But I think my favorite, my favorite responses to this are from Aaron at Two Toes Up, Jack's wife. This one was a few hours after Sniper Wolf and YouTube responded to the situation, and it's just all caps. But think about the shareholders.
I mean, hey, you gotta
It really cuts right to it. You don't need to. That cuts through like 17 layers of the bullshit, like
Yeah,
that's in the way of what's. No, yeah, no. What about the shareholders, though? I agree.
We have another one coming
that's
up.
beautiful.
We have another one coming up. And
By the
honestly,
way, she is the one who had the best tweet the last time we talked about this too. Where I remember immediately, I was like, "That's the best one." This one, this is the best tweet that we heard so far.
Like I said, Aaron's the funny one.
Yeah.
We'll follow her. So we have we've had a few people over the past week bringing this up to light. So YouTuber a few months ago, a YouTuber Corey X Kenshin published a video called YouTube: Racism and Favoritism. And I haven't seen the video.
I think I saw that one recommended. I didn't watch it.
Yeah, same. I think when I saw it, I was like, I could watch that, but I'm too deep into. I actually think I was watching all of the Yais.
Oh, shit.
So
I was too busy being racist. So
I was too busy supporting Jackfilms before it became in vogue.
Before it was cool, yeah.
Understandable.
But so a lot of people are bringing that to light, and honestly, at some point soon, I'm just gonna have to watch that because, yeah, YouTube is displaying a lot of favoritism, always. I mean, obviously they've done it a lot, but it's really coming to light now.
Man.
So like, yeah, YouTube is continuing to prove this guy right. Apparently, I'll watch the video eventually. Maybe I might do that tonight if I'm still sentient.
Yeah, I mean, there's always
Fuck it,
been
let me
like
finish this one off.
a certain degree of favoritism, but like
Jeez.
Oh, this is one where it's so inarguable.
Oh yeah.
I know we have another thing to get to from Twitch, but it just does remind me of the sex woman who just had
Yeah, I
sex
should.
on Twitch and just like, man,
Yeah.
you guys are okay with that because she's cute or whatever. All right,
Yep.
I mean,
cool. I
yeah.
guess.
So speaking of cute,
Yes.
speaking of being cool with that because cute, I didn't get to this last episode. I had it planned, but we got to 3 hours and I was like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
Which, by the
Oh, we're
way,
up to 240 almost.
we're approaching
Mi-
that.
mi-
Yeah.
mine is 235 because I paused it when we had a little issue. So,
Oh yeah.
which
Fun.
hey, that's a nice thing about being able to pause and recording stuff.
Ooh yeah, mamma mia. Okay,
Yeah.
so I was gonna bring this up last time, but we got to be like way over time. Sniper Wolf's, I believe now ex-husband, whose name on YouTube is Evan Sausage, which is hilarious.
Good name.
There's this famous in quotes, but you know, more honestly probably more famous than him
Yeah.
photo of her who she's all done up. She has, you know, nice clothes on, makeup, too much arguably. She has her nails on. She's looking very clean and kempt. Sitting next to him, who he has his hair in a messy, loose ponytail.
Yeah.
He has the full Amish neckbeard going on with a pitiful excuse for a mustache.
He looks like
He looks high.
he looks like if James Corden had been born in like Nebraska, you know.
Yeah, he looks high.
Oh, that says all you need to say, really.
One of his eyes isn't even open. The other's half open. He has this smirk on his face. He's wearing. He's overweight, which I mean I can't say anything about that, but like
But
Yeah.
it's like
When I was live
he's
earlier
he's
today,
wearing. I'll finish this description real quick.
Sure.
He pulling the look together because you could salvage all of this.
Mhm.
But pulling the look together, he is wearing a dirty Destiny the Taken King shirt.
oh yeah.
He's
God.
slouched. He is slouched back, and I just want to have that image in your mind. If not, look up Sniper Wolf and her ex-boyfriend, or Sniper Wolf and her boyfriend, or Sniper Wolf and Evan Sausage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look it up. It's the picture that I described. He's wearing the Destiny shirt, and I just everything you need to know about this entire situation. I haven't even gotten into the lawsuit that she's facing with
Right.
him because he's like she's cutting him out of her business
I
ventures.
saw somebody saying in the chat that they thought that she was tanking her channel so she had less to
Saw that
lose
too.
to him. I doubt that's true, but like that's such a funny concept
I mean,
that she like
Yeah.
docks Jack just like, yeah, no, it'll be better for me ultimately.
it would be.
God.
I mean, it would be a bold strategy, but I have seen worse. Like I've seen people do
I would
dumber shit.
I would believe it. Yeah. I
So-
said earlier though, before you go on, you mentioned that this character, the ex-boyfriend, like I mentioned on my stream, I referred to her people as goblins because it just remind me of
That's
goblins. I
racist.
don't know. We're getting in bed with the goblins. We're having sex with the goblins. And the goblins, I think the boyfriend of her, there's this one guy that's still with her. He's like her cameraman or something. He had a
Yeah.
video. You know who I'm talking about. He was the one who was like, here on this channel, we make real reaction content. And he also looks like Jonathan Neckbeard. Like
Yeah,
that
like-
is
like
his
Neck-
legal name.
the CEO of Neckbeards. Let me finish this
Yes.
up, by the way.
Go ahead.
So,
go ahead.
listeners, keep in mind what I described earlier. If you can't pull it up, if I described it poorly, this guy's in his fucking dirty shirt, slouched out, looking like he's high. She's attentive and well kempt and nice looking.
Yeah.
And he's the one who left her. That's all you need to know about the situation at the end of the day. He's the one who left her.
I mean, there's probably a lot. There's a middle ground between that. I would say it's not probably exclusively her, but yeah, that does say a lot.
Yeah.
I mean,
Was he the one that's allegedly the one who played all of her video games
yeah,
for her?
that was a
Yes,
rumor
allegedly.
back
Ah,
in 2012, which I'm going to be honest here. She was just playing fucking COD. It's someone who plays COD every year, all year. It's not that hard to be good. Like, come on.
Yeah, fair.
Like,
yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was confirmed, but also
I have met
like
girls way better than
it's
I was at my peak. So
yeah, it's not out of this, out of imagination
yeah,
that she didn't play, but also I'm pretty sure it was confirmed like by the court proceedings. So that sucks for her.
yeah,
Yeah, a little bit.
Anyway,
shit sucks.
shit, does anybody else have anything to say before I move on? I don't want to interrupt anybody
I
anymore.
I don't
Nah.
have anything really other than you know she as long as she like if she comes back and keeps making the same shit content, she's just gonna get roasted. She will
Oh yeah.
have to change it.
I don't know, because I actually had a thought earlier about like
Yeah.
the best way to fight her at this point would be to make like a I don't know, like a YouTube Kids video that like very slightly alleges like points in the direction of her because
Yeah.
like
Because
her
she
fan
makes a
base
lot
is
of YouTube
mostly
kids.
children. Right, her fan base is mostly children. If the video was target, because you target a video at people like us, you're preaching to the choir. But the moment you're like, "Hey kids, gather round. This is about an evil woman who steals people's work," and
Yeah.
like you make it into like a story or something. I don't know. Maybe that would do it,
Well,
but like
cause
that's
see,
the
it's
only way I could imagine that this could ever. Because ultimately, yeah, her audience is all just stupid people or children, and they are not going to be affected by any of this.
See,
Yeah.
I don't know if she hits on the YouTube Kids algorithm as much as it is parents just don't use YouTube
Not
Kids.
YouTube kids, but like her
Yeah.
audience is kids.
It's
though.
mostly kids, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's
Yeah.
also people trying to find like TikToks in general, which there is an ethical way to congregate TikToks. That Daily Dose of Internet guy, he licenses every single thing he uses, which
That's really cool.
which is why I
More
respect.
people need
Yeah.
to do that.
Like it's one of a few that and he doesn't mind people reacting to him. He just says like, look, if you're not licensing those, you could still get in trouble. I can't help you on that end.
Yeah.
I mean, like when I do my streams, I don't ask for permission or whatever, but
Yeah,
it's
but you
because I
also
know
don't
that when
use
I'm
the
going
whole
in,
like
well, I don't use the whole, and when I
yeah.
go in, it's like it's an unwritten rule for me of like, if I have something to say, I'll say it, and if not, then I'll be like, oh, that's a cool channel. Check it out if you want to check them out. I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have much to say about it. Go look at their channel if you want. You know, yeah, if you have something to say, that's fine. I'm not even asking for people to like, I don't need her to get explicit permission from people. I just need her to fucking say that, say something in any video she does.
Yeah, honestly. Like the real play is to get her to do transformative reactions and credit the creators, but
Both,
like
sure,
Yeah.
yeah.
yeah, like even if she doesn't do that, at least do one. Just one.
Yeah.
That's all people are asking for. Just choose.
I mean, in my mind,
Choose.
it's so much harder to crop out something than it is to just leave it in.
Exactly.
I mean, all they're doing is they're going into Vegas, whatever software they're using, and they're just moving something to the side of the screen because it's vertical. And unless it's poorly formatted, it should just move to the side of the screen very easily. And then you
Yeah.
just put it there and leave it there. You don't gotta crop anything. You don't gotta mess with it. No muss, no fuss. It takes more work to crop it out.
Yes.
Exactly.
Well, that was always the thing. You would see videos from her where it's clear that they had to go out of their way to crop, like, and it was never even just like, oh, like their default like template for cropping just got the video a little weird or whatever. It was like, no, they went out of their way to not have the fucking name in there.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
it was in there originally and it's not now, and they specifically cut it out.
My favorite,
And you can tell.
dude, my favorite is when you can they fucking crop it from being a vertical video into essentially half of an Instagram square. It's
Yeah.
like I gotta look into my phone and like push it close to actually see if the fuck it is.
I mean, her videos,
Yeah.
like, okay, her actual content is so bad. Like, the actual quality of it. Even before videos start getting removed from the reactions that she would do would get removed from the video because the person would claim it, and then it would just like leave like a weird awkward cut in the middle of like the thing out of nowhere, which is what started to happen now that people have been taking notice.
Yeah.
But even outside of that, so many editing mistakes, so many like weird parts where they will cut just randomly in the middle of her saying something or something like that. And that happens really, really frequently in her videos. I remember there was one from Jack that was like, he like stopped everything and he was like, this is one of the most popular content people on YouTube, and her videos have the fucking lowest production values you could imagine.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
there's just obvious, huge mistakes, glaring mistakes in the middle of the fucking video, and nobody cares enough to do anything about it. Like, and it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing.
Yeah, where it's like if any one of us uploaded a video like that, we would be fucking embarrassed. We would feel
We
Yes.
would be embarrassed, and also we'd be copyright fucked into oblivion.
Right.
yeah.
Well, I get embarrassed by just missing like a little tiny like, oh, the text was on screen after the cut or some little like editing mistake. She'll like have a huge thing and I'm like, how do you fucking people sleep at night? Fuck you.
Yeah, it's,
Maybe that's going a little far. That's more applicable to her doxing Jack.
I mean, yeah,
But the content is also
the
bad.
content's also like fuck you too.
Yeah.
I think the
Yeah.
biggest thing for me is like, you know, she has 34 million subs. You can afford to put in a lot more time and money into this. I mean, I get that it's like you probably sat there for 2 hours and knock out a whole week's worth of work, but you know, you have the kind of money where you can do more than just sit down for 2 hours and knock out a week's worth of work. You could do
Yeah, exactly.
more.
You can pay your editors to fucking make you a Gundam.
Yeah,
And make you into a
Right.
Gundam, and you can just record like a silly comedy sketch, like saying, "Oh, look at me, I'm a Gundam," and they can make that.
yeah. It's like you have the kind of money where you can just do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah, and she chooses to do this.
I mean,
Yeah.
Fucked up and sad.
I mean,
in a
well,
way it's
that's
successful, but at what
you know,
cost?
see what
Sorry.
a lot of people have said a lot of things about like PewDiePie in the past.
Yeah.
Whatever you gotta say about him, he's tried his hand at doing different things. He did like a YouTube what was it, YouTube Premium or whatever.
Yeah, he had Scared
Um
PewDiePie.
he had
Which
that
which
series.
which by the way, YouTube canceled because he said a slur. Which
Yeah.
you just keep that in mind compared to certain other
Completely valid, completely
Certain
punishments.
other infractions, yeah, all fair all around the board, yeah, but like
which the slur thing, it's not cool, but it's also like on a grand scheme of things,
Yeah.
one's worse.
this is a guy who was raised on 4chan. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
that's gonna happen
He's
probably.
Swedish. He's never probably like again.
It's also, I'm sorry, it's just a word. It's a lot less bad than a woman
Yeah.
going out of her way to fucking like show a person's fucking house address on their fucking Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
I mean, again,
But,
not good, but on scale,
not good. You shouldn't do it. No, but
Yeah,
But
don't
to scale,
don't do it.
it's
But
just-
also, we would prefer if you did that to doxing.
yeah,
yes.
100%.
I don't know. It's just that you look at somebody like that and the trouble that PewDiePie has faced in general. I mean, yeah, whatever you're gonna say about that moment, I don't think that he's like a huge awful racist. I think that as somebody who was also I realized at a certain point that he was a 4chan user, and it was a really funny, weird, kind of uncomfortable feeling of like, oh, all those times when 4chan people on V in 2011 were like, this guy fucking sucks. This guy sucks so hard. Why
He
is this guy such a shitty? He was in those threads.
I
He
mean,
probably read all of that.
It was
Poor
in those
guy.
threads. And like I don't know, I feel like a little bit of I will always admit that like I only ever really started doing this because I'm like because I eventually watched PewDiePie talking about TanaCon, and it was just him in front of a camera talking. And that was my favorite era of PewDiePie. I don't really watch him
I do kind
anymore,
of miss
but
News PewDiePie.
Pew News was great. I loved that shit. And
I
he
feel
was
like that
great
was
at
I
it.
feel like that was his like fuck you to Keemstar in a way.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
And fuck Keemstar in general, but
Yes.
Pew News was great, and I loved watching him do it, and it seemed like something he was good at, and it was like I watched it, and it was like, yeah, this guy is clearly just like an old 4chan guy. I could do this too, you know, and so it was like an inspirational thing. So I'll always stick up for PewDiePie a little bit. You know, he shouldn't have said some of the things that he said, but it is just like, I don't know. Yeah, you look at that, like the troubles that he's faced, people writing articles in like the fucking New York Times or whatever, and look at what fucking Sniperwolf has done, like over the course of her existence. It's a lot worse than PewDiePie. I'm sorry.
yeah.
He said a couple of bad things and he did some stupid things, and yeah, I'm not gonna defend everything PewDiePie's fucking done. And I don't
Yeah, like
watch him now. I'm
he's
not like a huge fan, but I'm just saying, like, he has done so much less than she has.
yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And
Like,
he's faced so much more like
So much more
consequences
bullshit.
for it.
It's absurd.
yeah. Insane. So I just realized we are like at 3 hours, and I haven't even gotten really that close to
I'm
the
at
end yet.
252.
I'm-
Yeah,
I'm
no, we
deep.
gotta keep going. Yeah.
Okay, so just I said that Aaron posted something else earlier, and this is that something else. She just posts Jack's film.
Jackfilms.
Like I said, she's the funny one. Literally just Jack's film. Fucking pointing out the shitty, like,
Just the one.
stupid. Yeah, just the one. We have to choose. The rest are going away. But she,
That's great.
like,
I love that.
you don't even have to say more than that. Just she really did say that.
Yeah,
So,
no, she really is the funny one. Or everything you've said from her so far has either been like, wow, she really put this whole situation in its place and it's in a really serious, great way, or
she's
just
funny.
like a really simple tweet that cuts through all the bullshit, and you're like, yeah, no, that's the joke.
And she isn't the YouTuber here. She works an office job. She needs to be the one running the channel. All right. So that's most of it. However, there's one more thing I want to say, because this is some misinformation that's been passed around a lot.
Yeah.
So from Zach James, and I'm not calling out Zach James. Animeme. Hold on a second.
Anime?
This is the fucking your mom guy. Yo mama jokes guy.
Oh.
Fucking Animeme.
Yeah.
He did like epic rap battles of memes. Holy shit, it's that guy.
Oh. I've heard the name.
I'm so sorry. I'm gonna call you out on some bullshit, but hey, back in the day, some of those videos were pretty good.
Hey, no harm, no foul, eh?
Yeah, so he says, turns out vidIQ has a plugin showing when videos are monetized or not. Using that plugin, it shows that only SSSniperwolf's most recent video has ads turned off, whereas all her other videos are still shown to be monetized. Now, at the time, this seemed pretty cut and dry. Obviously, the old ones are monetized. Some people are saying that they have ads on the old ones. Apparently, that is it's true, but it's not fully true. So this great Twitter account at SSSniperwolf by the display name of has SSSniperwolf been banned / demonetized yet? Which I have notifications turned on for. Went digging into the code and also looked at vidIQ's full suite of features, and apparently her channel itself, SSSniperwolf's channel itself, is demonetized.
Hmm.
Looking strictly at vidIQ's monetization plugin. So that's not true. The fact that she's that her videos older than today, or I guess the other day, are demonetized. So that is some misinformation that not only I saw in your chat. Aiden Paladin was saying that. A few other people were saying it too. So
Yeah.
that's not true.
Admittedly,
And I feel like it
was
should be
confusing.
said. Oh yeah, it was for sure. But it should be said because misinformation is bad. Saying wrong things is
Yeah.
bad. We
Yeah.
should be correct in all of our in all of our criticisms
We
and
strive
stuff.
for accuracy here.
And also, there is something going on here. I'll get into that in just a sec. So, the really good Twitter account at SSSniperwolf ban has SniperWolf been banned / demonetized. Posted that the channel isn't monetized according to vidIQ. It's just that specific video was demonetized specifically by SniperWolf, I guess, presumably because she knew that Twitter was cracking down.
Right.
So she just said, just might as well leave it demonetized anyway. The older videos. Oh,
Huh.
I love road sites.
everybody spam cat jam, boys. Wubby's about to stream, except not really. He just streamed because he's at TwitchCon.
Yeah.
So where was I? Okay, so the older videos that people are saying that they saw ads on are probably claimed by someone, and in those cases, ads are still ran on the video. It's just that none of that money has gone to the creator itself. So it's a confusing situation, but at the end of the day, YouTube has held up on that. Her channel is not monetized currently at time of recording.
Okay.
And we're gonna get into other channels in a sec. So here is the current status of SSSniperwolf's channels as of 8:00 p.m. October 22nd, 2023, Eastern Standard Time, or Eastern Daylight Time, I think. Eastern Time. SSSniperwolf's main channel is not banned, but it is demonetized. Little Leah, her second channel, is not banned. However, it is demonetized.
Oh.
SSSniperwolf Top Videos, which is her content farm channel, where she uploads compilations of all of her quote-unquote reaction videos,
Scott
is not
snippets.
banned. It's also not demonetized either. So that channel, which I'm not completely sure if it's run by SSSniperwolf. However, I mean, it's a content farm channel. If it's not run by her, I mean, given how she's gotten angry at Jackfilms for doing his thing, she would get angry at someone just flat out re-uploading compilations.
You'd think.
So she's probably seeing some money from that, and that channel isn't demonetized. It's still monetized. That's SSSniperwolf Top Videos.
So she's still making money no matter what. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, and so few people are calling out YouTube for this.
Yeah, that's really interesting. Where is this info from again?
This info is from at SSSniperwolf ban on Twitter. The display name is has SSSniperwolf been banned / demonetized yet? I'm going to post a link in our chat to the most recent of those tweets. I have to remember to put the stupid fucking VX in front of Twitter.
Yeah,
there we go.
Still annoying.
Yeah. I'm gonna put a little like on that.
Sniperwolf main channel, not banned, demonetized, not banned, monetized, not banned, okay, yeah.
Yeah, so one of her channels, which
it's weird that Little Leah got demonetized because that's not one that I don't think she's uploaded to that in like a year or something. I watched that on stream a little while ago, and I don't think she's uploaded to that in quite a while. The top videos one probably is more recent, and that one is for that one to still be monetized is a little more. That's questionable to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's questionable where they would Main channel, sure, demonetize, obviously. Little Leah, she hasn't
Yeah,
uploaded
sure.
there in like a year or something. Why?
Even still,
Yeah.
demonetize it on
Well,
principle.
sure, but then the Sniper Wolf top videos one
Yeah,
is fine either way. And
exactly.
that one's probably one of the more popular ones.
Yeah, it's really fucking confusing.
So, yeah, hopefully YouTube gets off of their asses and does something about that one, because that's probably the one that's making her a lot of money because of the watch time.
I don't assume so, yeah.
So YouTube isn't completely out of this yet.
Yeah.
So yeah, pretty crazy. I think that's about it for Sniperwolf stuff.
Man.
Uh, what a fucking time. Hopefully next time we won't go over 3 hours again.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I thought this would be a little shorter, but we just had so much
Same.
to fucking say about her.
There was.
I think
there
it's
was
because
a
we
lot.
kept getting sidetracked because of haha funny drink.
That
Which I
too.
mean, hey, I've been having a fun time.
It's been a fun
Yeah.
episode.
Hell yeah.
I trying to see. I had a couple things. I'll just knock
You
him.
wanted to talk about Twitch stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll knock about that.
I'll go.
Oh, go on.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and say this because it's recent in my memory. So about a year ago, Twitch they got rid of the
former CEO.
stipulation. Yeah, the was it the former CEO?
Well, it was by that. I know what you're talking about. That was by the former CEO. That's Sorry.
Oh yeah. So the policy by the former CEO that basically if you were streaming on Twitch, you got a partnership, you had to stick to Twitch. You couldn't stream on YouTube or Hitbox or any other fucking
Is Hitbox
Oh
still
yes,
around?
hit.
any
Oh,
probably not. But
classic.
you couldn't stream on like Mixer
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So that's been kind of a bit of an annoyance for some streamers.
Yeah.
But last year they went back on that specifically for mobile only platforms
Yeah,
such
so
as
like
TikTok.
TikTok, Instagram, shit like that.
Yeah, so you could stream on mobile only platforms, but you couldn't stream on, stuff with like desktop components.
Mm.
Twitch announcing just now at TwitchCon is now going back on the not going back on they're basically broadening that to now you can stream anywhere. There is no more Twitch exclusivity.
Which
Okay.
That's for partners as well. So, like exclusive deals and stuff.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's
remember years ago.
Yeah.
Years ago, Vinny used to stream on YouTube as well.
yeah.
And then when he became like a Twitch partner, or maybe when they changed the rules on that or something, that became like, yeah, I'll start the stream on YouTube to direct people toward Twitch, and then I'll end the stream on YouTube. And people would have to remind him to end the YouTube stream. So maybe that era is kind of done now.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
I mean, Charlie Critical, he said that he was going to start streaming on both at the same time.
Yeah, and I mean, there's no reason not to now because YouTube is a pretty big platform, as is Twitch. So you have like double the audience.
Yeah.
Although you would probably have to just pay attention to one chat because
Well,
if you pay attention to both, it would be kind of rough.
Well,
this is great for Twitch people, but like for game streamers, but for me, I don't know. There's stuff specifically that I can't do on Twitch that I can do on Twitch that I can't do on YouTube that I can do on you. Like there's
a bit of
like
vice
I could watch an old TLC like reality
play The
show
Sims.
on Twitch.
You mean play The
You
Sims.
know, I
Don't
could
break the kayfabe. You mean play The Sims.
absolutely
play Sims.
and Minecraft. Yeah.
Exactly.
I could but I could watch like, there's a lot of stuff like old A&E
Yeah.
like crime shows or
Plus,
something,
plus
like
there's
reality TV kind of stuff. You could watch on Twitch. You can't do that on YouTube. They will fucking
They'll
stop your
get you.
stream in the middle of it. Yeah,
well,
However,
there also
when
is
it
the
when
Prime Watch Parties thing.
that's
yeah,
true.
but also that does when I say you can't stream to both Twitch and YouTube, I don't mean simultaneously. I mean people who are partnered with Twitch cannot stream on YouTube.
Yeah.
Mm,
So that's
yeah,
good for now because you can do stuff like, oh, I'm doing a Twitch stream this day, YouTube stream this day. Because
yeah,
I know
that's fine.
Point Crow recently I think got out of a partnership or something like that, and
Okay.
he's been doing that. He's been doing one stream a week on YouTube.
See, I mean, I'm
Yeah,
thinking about starting
well,
Twitch up
because
again when Modern Warfare 3 drops, so that might be something I do.
well, it's a
Nice.
good thing to do because, like, yeah, you divide your content up where it's like I'm doing gaming stuff on Twitch, I'm doing other type of stuff on YouTube, I'm doing whatever, there's a way that you can kind of distinguish that. Obviously gaming is kind of the focus of Twitch, so maybe that could be kind of more directed to that, but yeah, no, I do think that's good for people in general. It's kind of it's kind of a minor step, but it's something.
Yeah, it's
Something in the
enough.
face of all of the fucking ads they're forcing people to run now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not enough to make Twitch superior. Like it's not enough to like fix Twitch, quote unquote. It's not enough to like, you know, make it so that oh, Twitch is, great again. Oh, it's wonderful. It's better than YouTube. However, it's enough to, at least show everyone that they're trying, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're trying to listen or do something, that kind of thing.
All they need to do now is just reverse the 50% thing, the 50/50, because
Yeah.
that still sucks. They made it so that
Did Germa
Twitch.
wind up leaving?
I'm not sure. I haven't. I've seen him stream recently, so probably not.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't think he left.
Yeah, but I feel like he is going to shift into his retirement arc soon.
Oh no.
Which that's a shame, but also I mean he's done plenty.
I mean,
Yeah, that is unfortunate. There's so much more to do.
yeah.
But now Ranbu is also making things like him and other people. He's inspired the youth.
Nice.
Man.
But yeah, I think this is a good move. It's a step in the right direction for Twitch. We'll just have to see how things go from here.
They're gonna need a few more steps in a direction, but this is one.
Yeah,
This is a big one.
Yeah.
hell yeah.
Man.
All right,
Well,
so the Spotify thumbnail's gonna kind of suck. Just fair warning.
it'll be fine. Yeah, I don't really have anything else.
All right then.
Yeah.
I think
I
I'm
don't
pretty good.
Well,
I
folks,
don't think actually. Let me check my bookmarks really quick.
yeah.
That's oh I will say this is gonna be the longest between thing brought up and comment on it, but that Spider-Man 2 thing, if you remember 3 fucking hours ago, we were talking about the lower poly Spider-Man 2
The fucking can.
Yeah.
I got to say someone else brought this up and I 100% agree. At Witchy Glitch says, quote, Cat swiftly and thoroughly destroyed any meaningful conversation about the progression of technology in games. And now all we have is chuckle fucks who think they're clever, posting baby mode spot the difference images like this
Ah,
as if an optimized mode model isn't a front to God. Like
I
images like this as if an optimized can model isn't a front to God.
I would agree with the sentiment, but I don't think I don't really like Cat that much, but I would say
Yeah.
that like people did that on 4chan years ago. Like that's nothing
Yeah,
too unique, but
it's I think Cat made it more prevalent.
more mainstream,
Yeah.
yeah, sure.
Yeah, like people weren't going around doing this often. until
this one
Chrome Cat
person-
became kind of big.
This one person is like a giant Xbox shill, though, so maybe that should be expected. Bane.
Hey, no, I bought
This is
that game day one.
explicitly your fault, Bane.
No, fanboys online have gotten to like a different level of pathetic because I mean we've all been on V. We remember how fanboys used to be. It's now it's like everyone's whole fucking life brand. Like,
Well, I mean, I talked about it on the stream recently. Like, it's funny to me how we've all come to accept that a certain type of behavior is attributable to autism. But, like, first of all, not necessarily. It might not be to autism, and not every autistic person, and yada yada.
yeah.
But the other thing is, like, why specifically are autistic people apparently really, really drawn to, like, media and, you know, weird fan fiction in media and stuff like that? And I don't know. I guess it kind of borders into that. Like, why are people so drawn to this bullshit?
I would say it's definitely a trait of detail-oriented people. And
Yeah.
generally autism can lead to a lot more detail orientation than most.
And people have issues with social stuff in general, so yeah, this is kind
Fair,
of like a different thing. Yeah.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
All right, I think that's it for me. My bookmarks
Okay.
are in the same state that they were before, despite me removing them all. So, thanks, Twitter.
Yep. Real quick, I will shout out if I can find it here. Cause I gotta go back to this.
Should we also pull up the Cushy Dreams thing again?
Yeah.
Just to
Cushy
remind people.
Dreams go.
Loud 25
Yeah.
on Cushy Dreams.
Listen,
you get
listen,
yourself a
boys.
whole fucking potential to win a giant thing.
Yeah.
Our Cushy Dreams, our wonderful sponsor, we have an affiliate code with them. It's great. We save people money. You get us a little bit of money and as a kickback. They're wonderful, and they're so wonderful that they're going to give you, our wonderful listeners, a chance to win.
Win.
Just to remind you guys, that's 2 CBD full gram pre-rolls, Dream and Relax. 2 Delta 8 full gram pre-rolls. That's also, and then you also get 2 5-packs of half-gram pre-rolls.
That's
One
a
of which
lot of pre-rolls.
one of which is energy. I forgot what the other one was. Forgive me.
I think it was Dream.
Oh, Swami of God.
I think it was Dream. We also.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Dream. Yeah. Dream
Like-
is good.
You
Dream
also,
as in, don't take your normal pills.
Not
take
that.
your
Not that
weed.
dream.
Yeah.
We prefer Cushy Dreams Dream to.
Yeah,
the
exactly.
Dream, the real Dream. We also have
one and
our
only.
Patreon, which we have 2 patrons now.
Oh, we have 2 wonderful. Let's shout them out.
Yeah, we got Alan Sampson and Kate.
Alan Sampson.
Yes.
Alan Sampson.
That
and what
was
was the
that
other
was
person?
loud.
The other
Keeps
one was
the mic,
Kate,
kissing it.
K-A-T.
And Kate, we know Kate.
Kate.
Kate's chill. Kate's cool.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
By the way,
Well-
for that Twitter being fined over $500,000 Australian dollars, I'd like to thank Kate for bringing that to my attention.
Hey.
Oh, hell yeah.
So yeah, you
I,
can find us at patreon.com/loud equals funny.
I
And
will also
what
say,
is?
I will
mean,
hang on.
no,
I will also say, Alan Sampson, you said that you would be making bad financial decisions by joining the podcast Patreon. I want to let you know that this is, I mean, as far as financial decisions go, there are far worse. I wouldn't say it's a good one, but it's a strictly neutral, staunchly neutral,
Oh yeah.
See,
you know.
See,
There
that's
you
the
go.
thing. I think I would say that it's a good financial decision because, Bane, remind everyone what all you're getting when
Well-
you come to patreon.com/loud equals funny.
Thank you, Tristan. Well, you're getting some wonderful benefits. You really are. You're getting early access, and as early as I can get them, which means usually I'm cutting
Yeah,
the ad
but-
out.
It's basically immediately after the podcast
Yep.
is finished recording. And
Tonight
like,
I gotta
you know.
cut a little bit out because there's a little dead silence. When
Yeah, we had
Discord
some
crashes.
like going, checking, fucking grabbing beers and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, but mostly it's
I
pretty
also
quick.
said I also said a funny word, but if you
Yeah,
if you
I
want to
can be- I
not
can
censor that for the Patreon, you
Oh,
can go
yeah,
ahead and do
Tristan-
that. I'm fine with
Tristin-
that.
No, you didn't.
Tristan
say
did
Okay.
say in front of everybody.
God
Well,
damn, this
now
is more
Claw
work for
said
me.
it.
This is more work for me. Stop.
Enjoy.
I gotta remember 3:15. Fuck. By the time I get to this in the editor, I'll probably be
We're-
asleep. So
we're
I
really
might-
not being-
I'm so sorry. I apologize.
We're not being nice to Bane. He's drunk.
nah,
He has to deal with us.
You're
He has to
good.
deal with our shit.
I'm currently writing a reminder in my watch. 1 second.
Oh god, he's gotta write that shit in his watch. Poor
Yep.
guy.
But
All right.
yeah, no, you get
But
it.
listen,
You get
hey,
it as
come.
early as possible.
Yeah. What else do you get for joining our nice Patreon?
You get that. You get them most of the time ad free. Admittedly, if there's like one at the end, it's staying in. And you're
Yeah,
also
we're keeping
getting-
this one in. Fuck it.
Yeah, you.
Yeah. It's fine.
Also,
This
I
one-
think we should
The one
probably.
earlier we're gonna keep in also. This one we're keeping in
Yeah,
the grades because we're announcing a giveaway. The rest of them we'll cut out. But
Yeah, giveaway is important enough to be like, hey guys,
But-
listen up.
the other best part is being a part of the $5 tier, which is our currently only tier, but we'll add more down the road. We're just starting with that for now. And that's a baseline. But there is a 10% off our merch store to coupon code. So anytime
That
Nice.
sounds pretty nice.
on any item.
That sounds pretty cool.
Yep. Well, with that, I don't really have.
We're
anything
nearly
else.
3 hours and 20 minutes into this fucking thing.
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
By
Yeah, we should.
by the time I cut
we
out the
should
dead air,
go.
it'll be about 3:10. So yeah, because there was that goofy minute there. But with that, folks, take it easy.
Yeah. See y'all with the next episode.
Yo, hang
Yo,
on.
yes.
Hang on. Penis.
Penis.
Well, yeah,
course.
that's obvious.
Yeah.
Penis.
Of course, we have to say the penis.
Yeah, penis, everybody. Thank you.
Penis.
Thank you for watching. Penis.
Thank you,
Listen,
penis.
listening. Sorry, penis.
Yeah, both.
Penis.
Yeah, penis.
Yeah.
Penis.